हेलो हेलो हेलो, क्या हाल चाल। ओके। सब बढ़िया लग रहा है सब तो। काम करते हैं, कुछ चेंजेस करते हैं क्या। ठीक है। ओके। तो भाई मेजर जस्ट स्टार्ट हो रहा है भाई, क्या कर रहे हैं। मैं बढ़िया तू भी बढ़िया, आधी कबले सावरिया, छेंगे फिल बढ़ चढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया, चट मंगनी कर। ओ भाई ये क्या हुआ। ये तो होना ही था। ओके ओके ओके। चुट्ट मंगनी कर।
Satchel out. Satchel out.
भाई भाई भाई, एम करने में कितना अजीब लग रहा है, काफी ज्यादा। हाँ। बढ़िया तू भी बढ़िया, शादी कर ले सावरिया। आय हाय। हाँ अजीब लग रहा है भाई एम करके इतने दिनों बाद। चुट्ट मंगनी कर, चुट्ट मंगनी। ओके। क्या भाई। क्या क्या बताऊं मैं क्या। मुझको मिलने को तो आई तेरे मेरी बात में, तू तो कहता तो आके तो। बस बताता हूँ तुम न समझो कि छोटे बातें। एम से क्या है भाई, अपन को बस एम तो करना है। पे भरोसा रखो भाई, बस अपने आप होगा। मुझको मिलने को वो तो आई थी रेशमी से लिबास में, मैं दूर बैठा तो आके बैठी पास में।
Death match. Warm up.
They will die, hopeless and afraid.
Fight.
Isolate and exterminate.
यार एम की माँ, दिल क्यों ये मेरा, और फिर
Dominating.
Out of my way. Ended.
ओह आठ, pretty close, pretty close. Hi. हाय हाय हाय,
Dominating.
भाई क्या मिस हो रहा है? भाई गेम एकदम ब्रोकन गेम हो चुका है भाई, एकदम नया एक्ट में गेम को ठीक करो भाई। मतलब जो बंदा शॉट देगा ना, ऐसे शॉट मार सकता है, वो वाले ऐसे खुद शॉट मिस करेगा। भाई क्या मजा आ रहा है भाई लेकिन ऑपरेटर चलाने में। Fuck. भाई 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 सेक्सी वो क्या बोलते हैं एक मोन्टाज टाइप का हो जाता। fuck मुझे लगा ही था।
10 kills remaining.
Woo! Holy shit boys. Holy shit बोलते भाई holy shit.
Five kills remaining.
हाँ मुझको मिलने तो वो तो आए तेरी शाम से लिबास में मैं दूर बैठ नहीं हिट हुआ भाई। दिल ये मेरा करने लगा धक धक वंशी हाथ में पढ़ने लगी समझने लगी धक धक वंशी लव मी क्या sexy भाई तो मैं डर गया भाई। मुझको मिलने तो वो तो आई थी रेशमी से लिबास में मैं दूर बैठा था आके बैठी भाई रॉयल भाई इसका कितना डिफरेंस भाई तो ना भाई ज्यादा हो गया। चलिए मेरा करने लगा थक थक वंशी आँख में हमने लगी चलने लगी क्या भाई थक थक वंशी आँख में क्या
Match found.
आह, Boom, 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 boom.
Death match. Warm up.
यार हमें किसे यार हमें किस मोड़ पे ले आया दिल कर कोई ये बताए क्या होगा ओए कहता है दिल रास्ता मुश्किल
Fight.
ओ भाई ऐसा मार रहा है भाई भाई पीछे से नहीं भाई आरएनजी करते रहो बहन चो जिंदगी में सब
The angel's dead. Amateur.
ऑफ लेके आगे बताओ तेरा ही करम
Too late.
तेरे साथ ही जुड़ा तेरे साथ ही जुड़ा तेरे साथ ही रुका मुझ पे रहा है करम तेरा ही करम
Pitiful.
ओ नाइस शॉट भाई एकदम
Three out.
आह क्या हो गया भाई कुछ लैग हो गया मेरा भाई ऐसा नहीं मारता वो एक जो ब्लैकआउट वो लैग हुआ उसके कारण सब खत्म तेरा ही करम
Dominating.
Nice shot, yeah, Astro, nice shots.
Soul is dead.
Mother chot. Father mode साला. चादर मोड है सबके सब चादर मोड साले. चादर मोड चादर मोड चादर मोड चादर मोड. हाय हाय.
10 kills remaining.
Focus on the precision, bro. Precision. Kill पे मत जा. Focus. Focus.
5 kills remaining.
तेरा ही करम.
Dominating.
भगवान.
1 kill remaining.
दिखाई नहीं भाई. क्रॉसर ही नहीं दिखता साला. टुडू 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 टुडू. कैमरा अटक गया क्या?
Scanning ahead. There they are. Revealing area. Them. Revealing area. There they are. Scanning ahead. Found them. Scanning ahead. There they are. Shock dart. Shock dart. Shock dart. Shock dart.
ना 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 मानो यारो मानो, मैं हूँ एक उड़ता रोबो। गोइंग डाउन 30 मिनट्स। हाँ ब्रो, वो देखा मैंने। कॉम्पी तो अभी शायद डिसेबल है। क्यों? वो चीज में चेक की मैंने अभी। कोई ना, तो ऐसे तो भाई कब से खेला ना, तो थोड़ा सा एम ऐसे देख रहा था कि भाई लग भी रहा है नहीं लग रहा, और लग तो रहा नहीं है कुछ। हाँ बताओ भाई, क्या हाल चाल? CSGO नहीं हुआ मतलब। अरे वैसे भी थोड़ी देर बाद ना वो मेजर स्टार्ट होगा, फाइनल NIP उसका, तो वो देखूंगा मैं 15-20 मिनट बाद। तो तब तक थोड़ा सा ऐसे ही प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था। ब्रो हैप्पी धनतेरस। ना 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 यार। अरे वेबकैम है ब्रो, वो कुछ इश्यू आता है ना बीच बीच में, उसको एक बार रिस्टार्ट करना पड़ता है। वेबकैम पर स्टार्ट हो ही रहा होगा। रुक जाओ, दिखा देते हैं। ये वाला नहीं, दूसरा वेबकैम। हाँ आ गया होगा वेबकैम, ये वाला। अरे वो बीच में पता नहीं क्यों इशू है इसका कि वो हैंग हो जाता है। ब्रो अगर 2 बजे तक, अगर कुछ 2-2:30 बजे तक अगर हो गया, सर्वर आ गया, तो मैं तो स्ट्रीम तो करूंगा 2:30 बजे तक। मतलब स्ट्रीम तो ऑन ही रहेगा, तो पिंग कर दियो, पक्का खेल लेंगे। या तो 2 बजे तक अगर हो गया तो भाई पक्का 2-2:30 बजे तक। अब भाई वैंडल पैरो बनना है, वैंडल पैरो। मानो यारो मानो, मैं हूँ एक उड़ता रोबो। बाक ये वाले शॉट में नहीं लग रहे, बताओ। हाय हाय, लो बिगड़ गया। यू हॉलीडे टुमारो? ना 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 ब्रो, मेरा 4 और 5 को है हॉलीडे। मतलब 4 to लेके 7 तक हॉलीडे, सैटरडे संडे और 4 और 5। कल ऑफिस में थोड़ा काम रहेगा। फक साले। ना 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 चलो 20 na 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 ओए ओए हाय हाय बहुत ही प्यारे क्या बात है अरे इतना सही जा रहा था अरे देखो हक दिया मैंने भाई टारगेट लाइक 20 होती थी व्हाट टाइम विल यू बाय टिल 2:30 मैक्स 3 am if till 3 am the server comes then I will play compy और देखो ऐसे अनरेटेड खेलना तो खेल सकते हैं अपन कोई इशू नहीं है अभी अगर देखो मन ने तो अनरेटेड खेल सकते हैं क्योंकि मुझे लगता नहीं सर्वर सुबह तक आएंगे 6 बज जाते हैं 5-6 बज जाते हैं जनरली सर्वर आने में तो तेरे को भी अनरेटेड खेलना तो आजा खेलते हैं चलो कॉपी करिए ठीक है कोई बात नहीं ब्रो कोई बात नहीं आई एम डायमंड वेलकम हाँ पक्का ब्रो डायमंड थोड़ा ना आएगा भाई स्मोक से यार आराम से कोई भी रैंक हम लोगों को कैरी करना भाई मेरे को कैरी करना घोस्ट कैसा काम कर रहा है नहीं कर रहा देखते हैं चलो देखते हैं अरे ठीक है बस स्टार्ट होने वाले 10 मिनट में चेक कर लेता हूँ हाँ बस हो गया मैं स्टार्ट कर ही रहा हूँ इसको बंद करते हैं न इसको बंद करो भाई कहाँ गया डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ऑन ठीक
Copenhagen Flames have to go back to the drawing board. They've got 5k on Nikodos in the high end, the low end Roy with 1.9. So you can see the change up, right? They've been doing those secret wall smokes time and time again. This time, instead of following the smokes through, they've tried to pip the gap, take the fight, but device ready. Stepping up early.
Yeah, it's good to see he's online. I'm sure the NIP fans knew how compulsory that was, and the desk outlined it as well. You know, this guy has to deliver in the capacity expected of him, and that's just shy of the mark, but on the second, down goes
farming him now.
Let's go, device.
He's getting to have a nice little shooting gallery to warm up the aim.
This is good though that he's being confident, right? They want to take these fights. It's just the pistols. You don't want to necessarily.
Yeah, इतना वो confidence नहीं भाई.
But speaking of death, device is down. They have been able to find one. Hampus needs to be careful now. We know he loves to be aggressive.
नहीं फाइट की जरूरत ही नहीं है इको राउंड आराम से
Bit of a threat. The order scooped up, but it's a very low percentage play. Hampus so things will peter on out to an equalizer. Just checking.
भाई आराम से भाई इकोनॉमी डेवलप करो अपना इकोनॉमी बढ़ाओ अपना
Likely candidates already finding their footing.
Nice.
Be at the top of the scoreboard along.
Let's go NIB, let's go.
Turn their attention towards ramp now. I mentioned LNZ being that
By at least
exploit, right? They could start trying to
9 round.
Pressure him. He does
9 round निकालना है.
He's one of those players in a bit of a Zipex fashion when they get
9 में 6 round निकालना है इसको कम से कम. Come on.
They played a little bit safer. Just gonna be curious to see what the change up here is from the Flames. 3 out the gate now, 3 back in response. Nicodos is going to be into his T-side AWP, so both sides with the big greens out. There's that smoke that gets limped towards the front squeaky.
Oh, and you can see how well synced that is. It does force Device down into the vents, but he'll be able to check on Secret from there. I believe that he'll still beat them to the punch in that respect.
There's
Now,
two of them there. Yeah, Device needs to go back up. Hampus has already got this covered, right? So Device is going to need to linger here. Smokes off Squeaky again. And no clear indication, no space taken from Flames, but definitely doubts around. Hampus is calling this clear now as he pokes up his head, but they're just around the corner.
oh, Roy could be catching Device here, and he's quick to the draw. By all accounts, he's supposed to be dead. Device just better. Hampus clears out Yard, and there you have it. NIP shut down.
Yeah, it could be completely different right there. If Roy gets the opening, the kills wouldn't tumble in their favor. But over towards ramp, they are turning their attention to LNZ now, and he's trying to play the off angle.
Yeah, he's found a good spot. I mean, this is not Nicodos' clear. Siphon, first of all, Nicodos unavailable.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Shooting out of LNZ, delivers.
Let's go.
Keeps it clean, and NIP really are building a bank here, nurturing themselves into a potent CT side.
You can see how important it was for Device there to get into a place where he could actually find some traction, because if he gets locked behind that smoke, where's he meant to go, right? He can't drop down the vent. They already have Hampus towards lower. They don't need him there. They need him to lock down that space to make sure they can't get around towards that heaven side. And this is great from LNZ. Two great shots there to lock them down and send them back towards pistols. Hooks into a smoke, a flash, deagles for the rest. He's going to limp right across towards that red container, so wanting to take the fight here early. Hampus across in towards Secret again, so they're doing a great job of stifling this territory, and Zyphon has been spotted top silo.
अरे नहीं यार, second time.
Banger. Okay, $700 versus $47.50. Zyphon doesn't need the scope. Now, it's not going to be easy to build upon that. And I mean, Hampus spotting out Hooksy, which actually has the bomb. Could be the end of their plans. You can see Rez has rotated in, scooped up Device's Zoom banger. Little pop flash action.
यार ये राउंड नहीं हार जाए.
Need to be so careful.
क्या पागल है क्या ये Hampus?
Gone and done with that.
Looking for info here, scrambling now. NIP 3, well, make it 4v3. That's a response from Rez. But this could still get out of control. There are gaps across the map.
Yeah, Nicodos has leapt through one. Now he's called Plopsky up in the rafters, and Nicodos primed and ready to catch the retreat of Plopsky. Spotted him. Hard shot to hit. Zyphon's put another in the feed, and oh, Nicodos as well. Just eagles.
भाई deserve ही नहीं करता भाई.
Either has to come up clutch a good first. Spicy headshot needs the rest. Can he finish with a flourish?
He's reading them here. He's sending him towards Secret, and he's already reading it. They're going on down. If he gives a tell that he's ramped, they can go up the vent, but it's likely LNZ is going to get the drop on them.
If he walks on in, does he commit? No, okay, stays in limbo. Will be able to rotate top side, but it does. It means he has to hit some hard shots. Zyphon's already hit two stunning ones, and
Molly's going to be great.
Oh, that'll mess him up. Oh, Hooksy's in trouble. Down he goes, low HP, LNZ for the 1v3. Oh, and Zyphon, you started this. Have you really got it in you? He has! What a save! Zyphon, 3 absolute deagle perfect, pixel perfect, and we just got flashbanged as well.
क्या कर रहा है भाई?
P4, but Copenhagen Flames take NIP down a peg.
Yeah, massive round right there. Zyphon opening and closing that. And you don't think it's going to get out of control after this opening kill, but Hampus, desperate for space, desperate for some information here, steps on into that one. This was the one we caught off action. Rez doing the same, right? You can just see how much NIP was searching for space, and great shot here.
He brings the fight to him.
Yeah, really good stuff.
I mean, a slightly more, maybe a slightly less confident player would be looking at the time thinking that's his best bet, but he just brings the fight straight to LNZ. Game on now. They're looking for a top site hit. Clearing Rez, aggressive from Yabi. Rez caught unawares. Plopsky doesn't have a chance. Huge. Look at them shoot the heads. It's just as easy as that. The round is over, Chad.
Oh,
27. Hampus could try and change the dialogue, but that's cancelled. It's just Yabi. This is his round, Zyphon. He had one. Now it's Yabi's turn, top of the score. But
he's off the leash. He's already chasing. Device won't be able to get away towards CT spawn here. Look at Yabi. He's just bloodlusting for this, and even has the chance. The crosshair not too far off from Device, and now they know exactly where he is.
Do you let him have it?
Why?
They have enough utility to chase him down, and there's plenty of time to do this, right? They can go about things. Just keeping track of this on the radar for all of you. They are making their way through hell. Device tucked in behind the forklift here. Flashes, smokes. They can try and break down the space from multiple angles on the peak, and Device knows they're coming.
Okay, Device, a smoke thrown his way, and Roy's the first to fall. That might be the end of playtime.
That might be it. Doesn't look like they want to get stuck in here. Nicode's just keeping his head tucked on down.
I mean, that was brutality.
Huge from Yabi. He's having a great game. 12 kills for him already, right? 12 kills for him already. And that would just seem so easy. You can see the flight path there. The only thing that he was zoned in initially was going for that CT vent. Gets that first onto Rez. He knows what he has to clear next, straight into the site towards Plopsky's position. A great round. And the fact that he's the guy getting the 4th kill on Hampus, who comes out of that fading smoke, is exceptional work. He knew where all the rotations were. This, it just fades. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. I got a head on a bloody swivel. Huge round from Yabi there. Now 5-4 in favor of the Flames.
He's come to play today, Chad. I mean, this is when you'd expect the inexperience haunts them, but if anything, he's just accruing more and more experience with every frag he finds. Nikados is brave now, and Device perhaps unanticipated to be here. You can see players boosted for a surprise element.
आराम से Device.
Their nerve for now, and a smoke deployed.
Change of pace here. I think the Flames are expecting something a bit more aggressive because NIP have been losing a lot of space when the smoke walls go down towards Yard. The vent drop as well, so just trying to punish the CT response that could very well be that aggression. But now they've waited, they've hit that pause, they've waited out the first 40 seconds. Smokes will be lined up towards Yard.
Now, they'll have done their research, Chad. They'll know Hampus is the destabilizer here. He's the one that will often try and kick up a fuss when you do throw out this smoke wall. Sometimes he's in it, sometimes he's ahead of it. This time, at the top of the stairs, and he'll be able to call it smoke and mirrors if Hooksy doesn't catch him. They wait for that.
But at least one kill, at least.
Taking down Hampus, and now the boost we just spoke about earlier is coming into play. Is Device ready? Yes, he is. Looking very sharp is the Dane, and plucks Siphon from the pack as well. On the return, he could win the round right here. Roy not expecting a re-aggress, but does go the head. Okay, he's impressed. Hooksy dead. Rez confirms it. Roy taking that space. LNZ spotted it. Do they have to send? Does he get away with this one? The
Nice.
frag, securing the frag and likely the round.
It's Yabi though, he's on hot.
He is very hot right now. And that's bloody hell, it looks robotic. He might have another here. LNZ will save him. A great recovery for the Ninjas after what started so perfectly for the Flames.
So that's what you need from Device, right? With the desk we're talking about it, how you're going to get a superstar like this in your team. He needs to step up at a moment like this. And he's the only one that's not Swedish right now. So the Dane getting it done right there and making a round that, oh, they lost the opening to Hooksy and Yard. Very winnable now, and the cash situation starting to be questioned over there for the Flames. You got Hooksy into a deagle, the same for Yabi.
I do love me a Nikados.
Yeah, so you can see that there was a bit of a pace change in that one early from the Flames, but we are tied up 5-5 and the boost on over. Nobody home to contest this. Down the vent goes Hampus, but noisy. They will have heard that ladder. More util back and forth.
The standoff is Device, and how actively he can test this. If he has a glance, Nikados, no slouch, and that's all he needs. He's taken some liberties. No smokes, ready to take the quick scope if Rez is brave enough, and just like that, he's ahead. Hampus, oh, could have been dead. No, does force the util out of the Swede very early into the piece. We've got 70 seconds here, and there's pressure on all fronts. Main, Rez, lingering and pushing into the lobby. This is where Yabi is waiting. It's a question of who has the better vision.
Yabi's got him.
Looking the wrong way. Does tame it with the clicks. Another body drop. The two-man advantage. Plopsky looks to disrupt. Bombs come in lobby, and he knows it's a possibility. With Hampus contributing as well, the 3v5 immediately becomes level. Oh, the timing. Counter-Strike's best and worst friend. 35. And what is that from LNC? We've got some Counter-Strike going today. Nikados kept humble. We're only 10 rounds in, and everyone's just looking like they're in their frag movie form.
The bomb's making it lower, and this is a fight that Hampus has to win. Chasing the tail right now, Nikados is going to be sent back towards lobby. LNZ has no idea. I don't know if they're able to work out where the bomb's planted just yet.
They will now.
Oh, the door swung open. They know. They can isolate this fight. They know the AWP was on Yard.
Yeah, Roy might be regretting that. Never mind. Puts one between the eyes. Hello, LNZ. Pulling out the incendiary. That's the end of him. Okay. This is already quite the game. Copenhagen Flames. I mean, they nearly felt that one taken away from them, and they didn't come in with a perfect buy.
Yeah, that's right. There was 2 deagles in play there. You could see the lobby aggression, though. The Flames have a great idea of what they're addressing with NIP, right? As soon as they apply that pressure towards Yard, there's no visuals, right? They're having to worry about that swarm around it to heaven and hell. They push forward into lobby to try and take back some space. You see Plopsky and Hut, Rez in the Squeaky. That's the natural response, right? You understand why they're doing that. Otherwise, they're a sitting duck. Looking like a fast top here.
Really fast. It worked well. Worked once, and it'll work again.
If you just watch the Na'Vi demo from the other day, Na'Vi did this time and time again, but Rez got 2 deep shots.
Hold on, Rez is heating up, and he's at least disrupted enough to see that bomb delayed. Shouldn't be a way in now.
Oh, they can mop this up with all that util, right? Smoke towards main. Zyphon has a bunch as well. Device or Hampus are going to have to somehow weasel their way into the backlines here, and with the bomb on down, the 40-second timer begins.
Hampus giving some respect to the OGs there, a Jacob sticker. Wondering where we'll see him again.
I don't know if NIP can go for this. Maybe just getting some guns on the way out the door here. You can see that they force bought into this situation. So for them, it's going to be very flat going forward. You'd love to get a rifle or 2 out of this situation, but a costly round to go all in. And that could even be the half here. Flames likely now to get themselves up to 8 rounds.
On the T side, no less. And they can thank all of their stars for delivering. Zyphon's Deagle round, Yabi's top site take, Roy with 3 entry frags back to back to get them onto the starting foot. I mean, no one hasn't pulled their weight at the moment. All eyes on Hooksy and Nikados, of course, to keep those calls going in Hooksy's regard. And Nikados obviously going to be coming online once he gets to that CT side. The AWP can be mute. And certainly muted on this T side. Yeah,
well, that round that he had right there earlier where he gets the kill on Device, right? Device is tasked because they didn't pick up the AWP after round 1, right? He's having to operate with only an M4, so you can just see in that fight, Nicolas is way too quick. And they can really start to punish the ninjas right now. And only 32 rounds of Counter-Strike 1 is what you need here across 2 maps to get into that arena, right? That arena is waiting in the wings. We are only 2 days away from that. And once again, for everybody playing at home, NIP, they started off in this legend stage by winning the 2 best-of-1s, and one of those games was against Astralis, which they won 16-1. They were hot. They go up against Na'Vi, they go up against Gambit. Now they find themselves in the 2-2 column against Copenhagen Flames, who just continue to impress with the type of Counter-Strike they're playing. Yeah, I suppose NIP said anything you can do, Flames, we can do better. They posted a 16-6 against Astralis, and NIP did a whole lot better than that. That was just a crazy game to see that form, and if you heard from the desk, they were a little bit curious. They're going to mop up this eco here, not too much to get excited about just yet. We're talking about Inferno and maybe it being, you know, a misstep in the veto. The fact that they're not willing to pick Ancient again. There's Device. Needs a lot more of that. He does bait Nikados and confirm there's a whole lot more bodies onto this top side. And LNZ going unchecked for at least the one on the USP. That's the end of that. And they've won the T half. I mean, you can certainly have justified in that respect alone. They have got 20 officials on Nuke on record in the last 3 months. It's definitely a map they're willing to play a whole lot of. I mean, these guys are grinders. Yeah, one of the things, though, with that, as you take a little bit of a look at the history, they had a loss on this very map to Heroic just the other day, 16-4, right? So for them to pick it shows that they're confident in what maps they think they can be good against against NIP, right? And that's why, as Inferno we were just talking about there, it's going to be an interesting one, right? They're going to have to start on the T side. It's not going to be easy for NIP if this does start with them being 1 map down. Now, they are buying in. Device not going to be able to get the AWP out again. Util light on in the sense they only have 2 Molotovs here. And we know how important those mollies are early. You want one towards Hut. You want one towards Squeaky. You'd also love one for Ramp early as well. But they're not going to have all that Util. Think about disrupting the smoke walls towards Yard. That's when that Util comes into play. So they're light on. They do have a kit to note. So might see them go for the post. The bomb goes down. Towards Ramp, taking their time. I mean, they do elude some pressure early. It could be coming. A couple of smokes. That right there is just to bait out all that protocol util, right? Just to make sure that they're on their toes here, NIP. And you can see this position being adopted from Device, something new, right? It's not going to be such a deep line to fight, but there is the chance to slip on in through main. That'll have to be mopped up by Rez, and they are pressuring Ramp. And you can see LNZ, he does play it passive. They've been able to get control of this. 2 already towards the lower site. So NIP are in what I like to call a turtle setup, right? They're giving up a lot of room. They're turtled up on these bomb sites here, hoping the fights come their way. Yeah, phalanx of M4s. Main vision.
और से कंट्रोल फेक कर रहे हैं लग रहा है
they've got a passive stance.
ये पुश करेंगे तो
will react and rotate through.
They just have no space right now. Nicodemus
No one's
isn't looking.
holding it.
A split होगा, A split, A split. अरे नहीं timing.
Wrong moment. Hampus pokes his head
आठ
out and
गया,
doesn't
Hampus
look
गया.
gonna work out well for him on the first peak.
Hampus अब
He did
over
get
aggressive
pressed
होगा
elsewhere.
और ये जाएगा.
They're just going top.
Oh, Plopsky. He's being hunted. Oh, the element of surprise.
Oh, nice shot, Plopsky.
Nikodos
देखा,
is
Hampus
being
साला.
but here's device again from Main.
बात वही है.
Striking and ready for Nikodos, just baiting with the barrel as Zyphon collects 15 and the bomb's still
need the
loose.
bomb.
Chad, where is that?
In lobby, they're going to be able to get it. They should be able to pick it up now.
Oh, they've
Needs
gotta
to
be
get
so
a move
fast.
on this. They should have just enough time here.
Oh.
It's going to be so close.
Oh,
I don't think they
he's
have
shy,
it. I don't think
he's
they have
shy.
it.
That's around.
Oh, and just through the virtual, leaving the bomb in lobby right there. That little tiny detail. You could see they were just pressuring around the map. And
Oh भाई ये क्या round था?
it's an unforced error there. It wasn't
भाई
like they
Hampus
dropped, they just
घर जा
stayed
साले.
behind. Nobody
पूरा हरा रहा है भाई
the
Hampus.
better of flames there.
Oh, I mean, really, 1 second in it, and I think he may have just had that fumble, the left click.
Oh, that's a chance now for NIP to get this as close as they possibly can.
That was the opener we missed on main. This is the second that Plopsky gets, and the fact that he's just at the back when Roy opts to strike. He had a perfect sight of it, gets plenty of time to react. Hampus is throwing some aggression into the mix here.
He'd love a flash here, Hampus.
Has Device got one?
Yeah, in his hand, it's primed, it's ready, it's going.
Nikodos blinded, losing his life. Easy as that, and they can just seize that advantage and tuck tail. Get out of there. Hampus already has completely vacated the premises.
Finally, the ninjas are taking a bit of a fight here to Flames, right? That was some heads up.
क्या इतना
They've been found on out just like this. Yabby was down the vent, nobody knew.
How did he get away with that? And look how much space he's taken. Rez is hot on his heels. He didn't close the door. He was raised in a barn. This could be the end of Yabby. Yeah, spotted, executed, just as easy as that. The wall of smokes implies there's more to come. Rez likely going to stick around.
It's all three of them here. They're coming on down, all on res right now. They've smoked off the choke point. Hooksy doing his best to sell that presence. Couple of mollies. Flashbangs left on.
अगर ये round नहीं निकाला तो फिर तो कोई chance ही नहीं है.
Copenhagen Flames.
Nerdy flash for all you playing at home. Flashes those deep stairs players. But yeah, Hooksy, I mean, he's been throwing all of this to imply they're coming, but they actually are. No smoke or mirrors in this case. It's just a creepy, crawly crab. Rez is hit by the warning shots, and okay, crossfire should be hard to break, and one won't cut it. Hooksy needs more and won't.
क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Chance Device.
Woo, Device, let's go.
To close that gap.
Let's go.
8-7. I mean, Copenhagen Flames probably not going to be dissatisfied, but they'll be aware they could have had a bit more.
Yeah, it's a very good T-half, right? 8 rounds is fantastic here, but NIP are the ones here who claw back into things. So, unforced errors there, making things a little bit easier for the ninjas, but it's good to see Device online. He had a couple of AWP rounds early, and that's been taken out of his hands. He's shown he can get it done with the rifle as well. 15 kills for him. That's what they need. That's what they need from an individual like Device in the server. On the other side, Yabby had some fantastic rounds, 16 to his name. And
What the hell?
Looking good, 11 for him. LNZ passing the test. And we saw over towards ramp. He had a couple of occasions there. Almost had that 1-on-3 clutch towards the lower side as well. That could have been a turning point. But here we go. One round the difference here. And pistol round right here is going to have a P250 in the hands of Device. Hampus buying himself a smoke and a flash. And
We are live.
taking the fight towards Yard here now. Like they're set up towards top. Device may take contact and they could swing into top and hope that that draws Flames members in their direction. Nikodos with a warning shot.
For example, Roy. You can see this has pulled him out of his contributions to Squeak. And it's just Device. Some deception here from the ninjas. And I say that, Hampus is ready to wrap into the top side as well. Roy,
They're splitting top here.
incredibly passive on this, and Hampus has slipped through the blind spot. It doesn't stop Roy from finding Device, and from the heavens, Hooksy shy of the mark, needed that one. Nikodos contributes, it's still Roy, the main issue. Zyphon doesn't finish. On to Rez, this is still winnable. This would be an ace, clutch. Is it just the two? Not to be, okay. That will be 8 then. NIP
Nice.
take their pistol, and I love the game plan there. It did look like they did their research. You can see a big smile on Threat's face. I suggest that might have been his contributions on the half, just reminding them of the pistol they planned.
Yeah, just pulling that rotation, right? That made that top side a little bit more susceptible there. So good stuff, and it didn't look like it was starting great. The damage exchange in the favor of the Flames early here, but good shooting from Rez, and I think the one that really saved them was Plops coming out squeaky, swinging and getting the kill top hut. But Flames, they're not done yet. They're going to force Spy in. They got 4 smokes to work with here, some armor, some deagles, and a scout in play. Locking down the top early. You can see the smoke towards Squeaky. Hooksy calling this clear for now. Top hut position is going to be very important, and Hampus, he loves the lurky boy, plays towards yard.
Yeah, well, there's a prime example of it. He's actually just thrown out the third component of that wall smoke deliberately from that red container position, so they'll have to try and assume or operate under the assumption that there is bodies here. They're boosting. That could lead to a surprise headshot. Zyphon doesn't get anything.
Hampus is going to have to park the bus here, right? He didn't use the smokes. Yabby calls this clear, so they have a very good idea that there's nothing, and they're actually walking in his direction.
Ooh, he spotted more than that, and actually does keep them very humble. Zyphon is a threat on the sidearms. Walking into top site. Advantage Flames in that respect. Galila's fall into their hands as well, but Rez starting to heat up, and that's a very good sign for the Ninjas. Same speech that was
Zyphon's
given
up
to
the vent.
Zywoo.
Oh, lucky they dealt with that. He slipped.
Fuck, man, fuck.
Device just mopped that up.
It was
So
close.
close right there, because if Zyphon gets up and is able to get in behind them to lobby, they were worried about the lobby push. That could have been a huge kill. Good stuff from Device. It will just be that save right now. Holding on to these upgraded goodies. It's going to be great to keep that Galil.
About time we remind you as well that there is just one final seat at the Champions table. Top 8 of the major, the very first we've had since our 2-year hiatus.
भाई काफी क्लोज हो रहा है यार, मतलब NIB जीतने के लिए ही कन्वर्ट होगा अगर अगला 10-8 उसके बाद बाय राउंड होगा, वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. बाय जीत गया तो फिर NIB का है.
Olafin and NIP in the arena, you could imagine the Swedes to be all about that, right?
Let's go. Come on NIB, come on.
That was one of the keys
10-8.
to the last 2 series for VP. If you didn't catch the mouse,
भाई ये एक राउंड में थकना भाई.
against 2 international squads, they never quit. They got it across the line. And I'm here in the lead right now. And I just had the flashback to the Zyphon.
Headshot percentage. बाप रे, creep का भाई है भाई रॉय तो. 84%. Zyphon 77.
Right, that Galil is in Roy's hands. He's been able to get a CZ across. He can
Let's
save
go.
that as well. And then the upgrades for everybody. So a couple of tags from Nikodos, a nice kill from Roy on this Galil, and maybe the Flames are talking here to round number 18. This is quick from Hampus though. This time across. Oh, he's coming. And the fact that Hampus has gone across and made so much noise, they're going to think that something could cross, but they didn't hear the noise, right? He was so noisy, and it looked like he was doing that intentionally to bait them into this, but Roy was there a little bit too late. Another smoke, and the last smoke from the CT side dropped out towards Squeaky. NIP are really taking their time about things, and they have a boatload of util to set up for a top piece late. Get them all
मैंगटन से
behind
बाहर
CT
नहीं
main.
भाई.
Smoke off towards main. Turn your
अगर LNZ किसी को जाना चाहिए था बाहर.
I mean, it's still
इसको
just
मैगटन के साथ.
one thing wrong.
Oh.
Set up and it's threatening. A couple of bullets exchanged, here they come. The door's already open, and utility implies they're coming through. Hooksy tries to time it well. Device is having absolutely none of it, and that Zyphon Deeg you discussed,
Nice.
only the one.
Nice LNZ, nice.
String together two.
Oh,
Ooh,
hello.
I missed Molly. Nikodos can stick around. An easy plant and Device, just the tip of his head is all that's required.
He's hot, 19 kills for him now, right? Like, he is stepping up in a massive way, and LNC actually trying to get the boys fired up here, because, like, Device is doing so much, and this is perfect. Like, this is perfect. This is why you get Device in your team to do exactly this. And those rounds, right, I know that a lot of people go, yeah, it's just the eco bashing. They are the hardest rounds to win in Counter-Strike, right? So, steps up in both of those. Now putting them in a position now, NIP, first to reach double digits. They're going for the bonus here. Going to be a Mac 10 left over, a couple of Galils in the mix as well.
अब भाई important round हो गया ये.
And there's the smoke walk towards yard. Hampus jumping early.
Next buy हो सकता है इसका. 2 राउंड अगर निकाल लिया कोपरेगन फ्लेम्स तो फिर NIP मुश्किल है. फिर तो भाई कोपरेगन फ्लेम्स का पूरा पे पकड़ा भारी. अगर बैक टू बैक 2 राउंड निकाल लिया तो होगा CPH ने.
Stay close to that.
He's sticking around to see if anyone does fancy their chances through, but yeah, on a timer, Warehouse will be lost. And I think Roy's down there already. He's been very Preemptive in his positioning. And preemptive with his smoke. Look at that. Just as they were
अरे खराब पोजीशन है, तो पीछे खेलना चाहिए.
15 seconds or so.
हाँ, headshot angle nice.
Already quite light on the util here. We'll have to
Molly
keep
आएगा.
explore the flames. to
Molly,
defend
Molly,
the
Molly,
defenses.
Molly, come on.
What is a full 5-man commitment?
बिना मॉली के
He's gonna get over.
ओवर ड्राइव पिक कर रहे हैं.
He's positioned himself to go for the one.
Fuck. Walkout कर रहे हैं ये लोग.
Slam those doors closed, reposition. Exactly like so. Whoa, what are you trying?
नहीं 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 जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी.
Again, they'll open it for him.
Nice.
Almost the case too. Third is asking too much. Zyphon's been bought some time to tuck in. Hampus to clear. Oh, Zyphon, this is off angle. It's naughty. Hampus will not be clearing this. And an adjustment's made. Two-man advantage for the Flames, and there's more to be found.
Nice.
Does get the double. Only LNZ up against the whole squad. And the restraint. Look at the patience here from the Flames. They know it's up to LNZ to make the play. He has to be planting that bomb. He doesn't have the time for this, and he doesn't have the life. Nikodos secures it. That's the 9th. And Copenhagen Flames fight back with a convincing one of their own.
Yeah, a couple of handy doubles there, right? The fact that Roy gets 2, Zyphon as well, that's just completely stalls out the Ninjas. But it was a bonus round, right? They are going to be able to reinvest going into next round of play. But that was an all-in, right? Yeah, all in. We're just going to go through secret. We're going to try and swarm them all, like, get into that site and get it done. Timeout is
भाई
gonna be
थ्रेड क्या मंत्र पड़ रहा है भाई.
so far within this map, and Threat gets a chance to get on the mic to set out this game plan. Now, they also noted Nikodos had that AWP because of the last frag coming on through, so Device is going to pick up his own.
ये राउंड निकाले भाई. ये राउंड निकाल लिया ना तो फिर तो चुम्मा भाई. इजी राउंड है फिर तो. सीपीएच का मैप है ये
Things are looking fantastic.
भाई. ये राउंड गेम निकालना पड़ेगा मैप सीपीएच को.
3 kids, head armor in play. Couple of AKs. Very important round here as the loss bonus isn't built for either side just yet. And there's not a lot in the bank balance remaining.
एक क्या निकाल लिया भाई तो पागल बहुत नुकसान हुआ था.
Squeaky made it open, Device towards Yard, and a heads up AWP duel on the menu, but LNZ's taken down Roy.
Yeah, it's just a straight smoke/vent bang from the lobby position. Device has actually flashed Nikodos off the line and re-peeks in. Nikodos does at least pull something back for the Flames, but already the damage is done. They're aching, and they've lost so much space. It is Yabi, though. He's at the top of the scoreboard for a reason, the 18-year-old Dane. Ready to rain down pain. There's more to come.
Doubles ping.
Double peek, double peek, double peek.
His angle swings in and
Oh,
does take Hampus
nice.
out. The leader of the Ninjas pack.
Come on, come on. ये kill important. One more kill.
Yabi, good! So good! And when it matters most, he's battling for top 8 at a major.
Oh mind fuck.
And NIP crumble again. It's just taking it in turns to be.
Oh भाई साहब.
3 that's fallen apart.
Yeah, okay. Well, Nikodos gone. The
Oof.
RP3 from Plopsky, and he's going to get the bomb down. So Hampus will be proud of that. Yabi's done so much. Can he do the final step on his own? He's got Hooksy, who has just about gotten down into the lower site through the vents.
ये गलती कर दी यार. Without kit. इसको इतना.
He's opted for dark. Not overthinking this, Plopsky. He knows the bomb timer on his side. He knows he's got a good shot at Yabi here. Oh, what?
Oh my
Quick
god.
again for the 4th. A big
भाई साहब ये अलग ही खेल रहा है भाई बंदा.
I said that there are 3 kits into play. These 2 right here didn't have one. Yabi just picked one up now. So there was so much.
ये बंदा अलग ही गेम में है भाई आज लीग में.
Yabi, Hooksy's going to have to play out that round without a kit. Right?
क्या मारा.
NIPs. Once again,
Look what
that
it's
started.
done.
Yeah, this started with LNZ getting a freebie. You're not going to get that very often, and they even got the second kill here over towards ramp. It looked good. They double swing, but Yabi gets away with 1, and then this double up here. This is massive. His AK has been on point. Just reflect to the first
भाई
one.
साहब क्या स्पीड ट्रांसफर था ये.
Massive, and that's his 20th kill right there to get them up to the score line a 10-10.
Someone gave him a rousing speech. I mean, he's truly unfazed by what's at stake here. I mean, you highlighted it well when we were talking about it, Chad. You know, Copenhagen Flames are coming in with that extra buff of nothing to lose, everything to gain. People have set their expectations under what you can attain for your entire presence throughout RMRs, open qualifiers.
भाई मजा आ गया भाई. like ये राउंड मतलब.
Well, they're looking for top 8. They're looking for the
मतलब
challenge.
NIP की भी कोई गलती नहीं थी. वो सब कुछ सही किया. Plopsky ने भी सब कुछ सही किया लेकिन भाई वो अनरियल शॉट्स मारे उसने. अनरियल.
And even less now with the 10-10 scoreline.
तो बस एक डिवाइस के पास एक है.
He's demonstrated exactly
ये
why.
NIP ने ये जो गलती की थी ना वो लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं जो फाइट ले रहे हैं फालतू में डीगल का.
They might take their time on this one here, NIP. Way out all that early protocol CT utility, stifling the choke points and allow Device to work with this AK-47 now. He hasn't shied away from the pressure here, but if he steps up in another massive moment like this, could get NIP exactly where they need to be.
Alright. Device on the AK-47. This is a banana skin. You can't slip
नहीं.
the other flames. Looking to weasel an 11.
काफी ज़्यादा भाई मतलब कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स भाई काफी मतलब भाई रिस्पेक्ट
Vicious to be walking
के लिए
hard.
खेल रही है भाई काफी अच्छा खेल रही
So
है
many
मतलब.
potential angles of assault. You've got to clear that Z-axis. Hooks is on hut. You've got Yabi tucked on sight, and yeah, he will think better of it.
Just having a look everywhere, right? Hoping somebody oversteps. That's what Device is really hoping for here now. It's not going to be easy to find a fight anywhere. And there's 40 seconds left, so sooner rather than later, they need to make up their minds here, NIP. They have to go down regardless of this situation. And two players ramp here. Flames are reading this well.
Perfect place to be nestled. Device versus Nikados, and ooh, the bait, the switch. Zyphon will be forced off, and Bomb now loose. It's actually LNZ that managed to get 2 for his troubles, so we've got a bit of a round here.
Time's the problem.
Top site, Plopsky's main makes sense. You'd have to clear Yabi now. Oh, spotted. Loud about this. They're into the site. That's the clear. Yabi delivers the most crucial frag of it all. That should secure it. And we'll make it a handsome 22 frags in counting. Keep it up.
I don't know where LNZ is getting these kills from, right? That's massive there from him. Like, huge. He gets 2 kills, and the problem is NIP are committed over towards ramp, so they can't pivot efficiently off of that. But it feels like that just must have been massive from out of nowhere. Like, he's just strolling on his lonesome during all of that. So LNZ, he's playing a great game, all things considered. He's the rookie for the Ninjas.
I mean, this is probably the game with the most new-gen names in the full 10, right? When you look at that, even Plopsky was put in the new-gen category when he showed up and started popping heads like cherry and tomatoes with the Krieg.
Really important round right here. Flames are going to be able to extend their legs, especially if they deny NIP the plant, right? That's going to be key. Just try and keep this as flawless as possible. Don't let them get the bomb down. Money's still a bit flimsy over there for the Flames. Got the high end of Nikados right now, but looks like the smokes towards Jihad are being thrown, and you can't step before that blooms. Nikados will punish.
Oh, he's got no vision anymore. So it's denied, and they're crawling. It's going to be Roy and Nikados to solve this puzzle.
They're giving them the space here, right? They're allowing them to walk behind these smokes. They're not flashing through. They're not trying to make this jarring. They're actually trying to pivot. They want to take the fights. The smokes are fading. Nikados going to have company.
Oh, swallows the flash, but it's Yabi again. He's got so much on his plate. Still takes 2 in the play. Hooksy can contribute. NIP in a tailspin, looking for answers. Zyphon is under scrutiny, but it's Roy this time from up the vents. Double in his back pocket. Flames extend their lead, and Smiles and
बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं भाई ये लोग.
We know, and they know how brutal this will be for the Swedes. They're running out of chances now, Chad. They got $3 grand in the bank account, and they have made the only decision available, which is to go for the double pump. Pretty utility heavy Tech 9 armor round.
Yeah, they can half buy here. This is huge from Yabi. He's just not missing. His AK is not missing right now. This is massive stuff from him. And I don't read lips for a living, but I'm pretty sure Roy screamed his name there as they won that round. Here we go. Could be fast top. Squeaky's open. Linus is on his way out.
Let's see the reaction. Oh, it's Yabi again. This time he swallows the flash. He's supposed to be dead. Teammates save him. Hooksy spray is there, and just like that, it does fall apart.
चांस ही नहीं है भाई अब तो भाई NIP का.
There was a lot of thought, a lot of nades, and a lot of bodies thrown into that one, and NIP have got nothing to show for it. Copenhagen Flames not letting up.
Felt desperate there, right? The Hail Mary hard top. You're going to have to try something, and they did, but just completely blanked here. Might even get all 5 staying alive, as it is just Hampus. The man with the plan over towards Squeaky, smoked off. Minute 10 on the clock.
God level खेल रहा है भाई बंदा आज. मतलब अकेले इस प्लेयर ने JB ने मतलब पूरा निकाल दिया भाई इनको. गेम से निकाल दिया NIP को. अब तो इकोनॉमी में बिल्ड हो गया है. अब तो भाई चांस ही नहीं है इसका. अब तो NIP का चांस ही नहीं है.
Highlighting, I'm sure it was on the desk as well. The Copenhagen Flames have the only losses they've posted in this stage are to teams that have qualified. Heroic and G2.
Oof. Nice.
does put the cherry on top. That's 13.
13-10.
So much cash right now. Like NIP, they're not going to be in a position to break Copenhagen Flames. They need a couple.
13-10,
consecutive
baby.
rounds. Not only do they need that couple here just to get themselves back in contention for this map, we're looking at 5 rounds in a row right now, right? 5 rounds consecutive, and yeah, the showman, yeah, makes sense. Jabby is putting on a show right here. This is a great showing from him. Like, it's been massive. The fact that he's done top rushes with an AK and completely cleared out the side of his own, that's mental.
Yeah, he does seem very, very comfortable in that AK spray.
Headshot percentage 75%, so you just see,
Yeah,
seeing his
the showman.
aim here is phenomenal right now. Back underway as we turn into the guns again. LNZ has the armor, he can buy in with the AK. Util there to meet him, and somebody from NIP needs to step up now. Device has
NIP will win the major.
how many more you can ask him.
यार अमन तक चैट में तो मजा आ जाता.
On the T side, when NIP do their smoke walls, looking for space. This could be the man to throw a spanner in the works as we see the smoke wall being lined up again here.
Interesting mix-up, and I think it's enabled by Zyphon's walk, because that's a fight often taken by Orcs, but does certainly benefit from the scope. Even Na'Vi something similar out. So we are going to be seeing the same smokes.
Roy's going to be here towards Secret as well, so he can stall this out with his util. They do rain over, but NIP are taking their time. Roy doesn't even have to have a look right now. There's no pressure, there's no presence being felt anywhere on the map. NIP are very, very
Come on.
passive, and there's the smokes.
Inferno दिखाओ भाई. Nuke से उम्मीद ही नहीं है.
Molotov out. Roy does have to respect that. Drops out one of his own, and that will actually buy him time to get glance before they can have walked through. Hampus trying to be the spearhead here. He should have Roy dead to rights.
अरे गलती कर दी. गलती कर दी. हैम्पस ने गलती कर दी. फालतू में प्रीफायर कर दिया पहले ही.
Gone back towards lobby here. So this is all about Hampus's positioning, right?
भाई हैम्पस इसमें मतलब डिसअपॉइंट मतलब
something for the team because he's the one applying pressure lower.
किल है उसका, बट भाई हराया तो उसी ने भाई बोल सकते हैं मतलब.
He's actually dropped all the way back.
सीटी में इतनी ओपनिंग्स दी ना उसने. भाई साहब फर्स्ट डेथ उसने इतनी ज्यादा दी है.
Gabby and Hooksy towards top here. They don't really have any help. Zyphon's still passive towards warehouse. He's not going to be able to contribute. He's going to have to spam through a main smoke most likely. Hampus has so much room. They might want to drop down the vent and try and go lower here if they can.
They can. Denied on the first entry. Zyphon takes down Rez. It's going to be quick and rush, but 15 seconds as they do make some good headway. He's beaten them to it. He's beaten them to it. Nikador's first contact. No time for this. Hampus just looking for some extra shots. He has not got
Khatam.
not got the frag.
NIP
For the Flames.
Khatam.
They seem to have the finger on the pulse. Like NIP have at no point caught them off guard.
It felt like there, Roy was wanting to give them the room to do exactly that, right? Drop down the vent, sure, that's cool. We don't have to fight you with that secret control. We're going to play passive here. You only have one man down that wall. And that's going to be able to be called because you think about the timing, right? The details of that. Smoke wall drops. T-Molly drops. Hampus walking behind it. Roy drops his own, and then after his subsides, goes for a fight. At that point, the smokes are almost gone, right? So they know that there's not too many bodies across. They have a great idea of what they're working with in the Flames. This is fantastic work here as it's desperate now for NIP. It's a half buy again. A MAC-10 is the best thing they have to boast. Some light util across, and they're getting blanked right now.
Yeah, pressure mounting for the Ninjas. Soon, it will all be hinging on their map pick if they're not careful. Inferno is their choice.
We're going top.
Coming in thick and fast. Like you said, the MAC-10's the best they can boast, and Hooksy fully flashed. Has Yabi really got another big round in him? The answer's yes, a quick spray. It's Roy that finishes what he started.
ये उसका था सक्षम क्या बोलते हैं कॉपरेगन फिल्म्स का था. अगला इन्फर्नो है वो एनआईपी का पिक है. अरे तूने को देखा होगा ना अभी टी साइड में जब शायद फर्स्ट गन राउंड जो था सेकंड आपका फर्स्ट गन राउंड भाई जेबी ने जो लिया भाई वो जो स्प्रे ट्रांसफर किया एके का वो कंट्रोल रूम में भाई साहब मतलब उसी मोमेंट में गेम चेंज हो गया था. अगर वो राउंड निकाल लेते एनआईपी तो मोमेंटम ले लेता भाई. वो मतलब गजब था. मतलब नहीं ना वो देखना शायद तुझे बताता हूँ 10-8 हाँ 10-8 पे 8-10 जब था स्कोर तब भाई गजब.
This round is not winnable right now. He's not going to get a chance to isolate these fights.
On to Zyphon, not going to happen. And yeah, wow, Copenhagen Flames making a very strong case here. Look at this run. I mean, it's been an undefeated run.
मैं चाहता हूँ थर्ड मैप तक जाए भाई. इन्फर्नो अगर 5-6 राउंड भी निकाल लिया ना एनआईपी ने टी साइड में तब वो जीत जाएगा.
have opportunities to take them
लेकिन बात वही कि NIP CT साइड T साइड स्टार्ट करेगा।
against the home.
अरे हाँ मतलब अरे ऐसे खराब राउंड आ रहे हैं, देखना तुम T साइड में मतलब।
Flames get away with gimmicky rounds. It's not like
अरे CT मतलब NIP बहुत खराब खेला है, बहुत ज्यादा खराब।
the other doesn't have any answers whatsoever.
डिवाइस पता है ऑफ से ऑफ डिवाइस के पास ऑफ था, वो साइलो में फाइट ले रहा है, डीगल में बंदे के पास डीगल है, वो फाइट ले रहा है फालतू में।
Round play now, reading this fantastically. Nikodos is even going to go forward.
लेकिन वैसे भी इसका तो बहुत स्ट्रांग है वैसे भी न्यूक।
He stands around, does get one, but here we go. Space now for the ninjas to operate with. Hampers has been spotted and eliminated. Trying to do an awful lot here. Gabby
अरे
makes him known of his
बेचारा।
presence. Well aware
Come on device, come on।
to keep NIP's hopes alive on map 1. And he's lost his teammate as well.
नहीं क्रॉसफायर हो गया।
16.
जी
Flames looking like the better squad, and the job's not
भाई
done, but the first
भाई एक राउंड ही निकालने दिया भाई, मतलब एक राउंड ही निकालने दिया भाई। 10 राउंड पिस्टल जीतने का 8-10 था, कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स का 8 था, उसके बाद डायरेक्टली 8 राउंड निकाले भाई, एक राउंड ही निकालने दिया भाई। गजब टीम है भाई कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स। अगला मैप कौन सा है? अब इन्फर्नो फिर एंशिएंट है भाई। एंशिएंट पता है मतलब गजब होने वाला है, अगर ये हो गया ना फिर डांटेगा मेरे को। अरे न्यूक तो खराब था ही उसका भाई, जो फ्यूरी के साथ हारा। न्यूक से कोई इशू नहीं है, मैंने की जीतना है, मैंने एंशिएंट पर NIP का भी गजब है और तुम्हारा कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स का भी। फेस अस्ट्रालिस, अरे क्या बात कर रहा है मतलब। NIP का मैप है, दिखाता हूं तुमको, ये देख 80%, इसका 88%, 25 बार खेला है, मतलब ये बहुत सही टीम है कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स। दोनों का मैप मतलब बहुत बढ़िया है दोनों। इसके दिखाता हूं, देखो स्टैट्स के देख, हीरोइक को हराया है, ठीक है, फेस को हराया है, G2 से क्लूज हारा है, बाकी सबको हराते हुए आ रहा है, मतलब बहुत कम हार रहा है वो, बहुत अच्छा टीम है ये भी। तो डिपेंड करता है कि अब जैसे क्या बताता हूँ, स्टडी करते हैं कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स। हाँ तो बता, NIP को एडवांटेज ये है कि NIP सीटी साइड पे स्टार्ट करेगा एंशिएंट में, तो NIP को एज मिलेगा नो डाउट। लेकिन पहले वहां तक पहुंचेगा, इन्फर्नो जीत गया ना तो फिर मैं एंशिएंट में NIP को ही बोलूंगा फिर। अरे नहीं, बस इन्फर्नो, बात इन्फर्नो उसका भी ठीक ठाक ही है। और NIP का इशू है ना कि NIP का जो है ना ये T साइड जो है ना, ये T साइड ये बहुत खराब है। T साइड ये देखो, गैम्बिट का अगेंस्ट जो दिखा था ना, ये 48 पे CT साइड स्टार्ट किया तो भाई 16-1 कर दिया, इसमें 16-12। ये वाला जो है ना T साइड NIP का बहुत खराब है T साइड। तो बस टीम में अगर 6-7 राउंड निकाल लिया तो फिर NIP को पूरा।
Scary, but a couple of other scary lads on the panel right now.
भाई मैं पता जो भी मैं भी दिल से चाहता हूँ कि NIP पहुंचे। मैं अरीना में मतलब देखना है भाई सब अच्छे टीम्स को।
One map away from the unthinkable, but of course that doesn't tell the full story. NIP will have their map pick to come, but let's just focus on Nuke for a moment. All the things we talked about, Yanko, that Nip needed to do to sort of get rolling on.
भाई ये मेजर देखने में जो मजा आ रहा है ना भाई, कास्टर्स एक नंबर के हैं, एनालिस्ट एक नंबर के, तुम बढ़िया। अरे काफी पूरे वहीं भरे होंगे, स्टॉकहोम में हो रहा है, मतलब सोच रहे हैं मतलब स्टेडियम में सब लोग ना NIP को देखने के लिए ही आ रहे होंगे। तो डेनमार्क के और इस जितने भी जो टीम्स है ना वो सब भाई, एक तो हीरोइक होगा वहां का जो लोकल फेवरेट, और एक ये NIP। भाई सही में भाई, मतलब क्राउड जो है बता रहा था वो स्टेडियम में अराउंड 17,000 कुछ सीट्स है स्टेडियम में। तो जो सेमीफाइनल्स और फाइनल्स तो पूरा बुक है, और क्वार्टर फाइनल्स के भी ऑलमोस्ट फुल हो चुके हैं। तो भाई समझ रहा है 17,000 की ऑडियंस होगी भाई, ओ भाई लिट होगा भाई, दिवाली के दिन होगा क्वार्टर फाइनल पहला। भाई सही में भाई मैं खुद चाहता हूँ भाई, मतलब समझ रहे जब उस क्राउड में NIP निकलेगा तो भाई अलग फील आएगी, समझ रहे हो? जो क्राउड जो चिल्लाएगा वो भाई, मुझे वो याद है एक जो प्रो लीग हुआ था जो फ्रांस में हुआ था, जो G2 फाइनल पहुंचा था भाई, क्या हाइप हो रहा था वो। भाई मेरा भी दिवाली सॉर्टेड है भाई, पटाखे फोड़ के शाम को 7 बजे से वो देखूंगा, 7-8 बजे से बैठ के मस्त मेजर सॉर्टेड दिवाली। बस भाई ये जीत जाए बस। ये मुझे लगा है थ्रेड अब जाके ना बहुत गरियाएगा इनको, बहुत ज्यादा बोलेगा कि ये करो वो करो, और फिर भाई इन्फर्नो में एकदम फाड़ देगा नाइपी। देखो क्या होता है। तो एक ही बजा भाई, 3-4 बजे तक देख सकते हैं, कोई इश्यू नहीं है मेरे को तो। सही है। तो ये वाला कौन सा राउंड बता था? रुक रुक, मैं दिखाता हूँ तेरे को जो मैं राउंड बता रहा था ना। एक सेकंड गो ब्रिंग इन फ्लेम्स। कहाँ गया? रुक रुक, मैं बताता हूँ, वो फ्रैग दिखाता हूँ भाई, मतलब इतना सही था वो फ्रैग, हटना।
The 9-0 comeback to that. They couldn't win a single round out of the following 9, so
Yeah.
Detail, you could see they were just of the flames over a couple of Galils in the mix as well.
हाँ ये राउंड था।
Orb out for Nick here.
नहीं इसका अगला राउंड होता, ये वाला नहीं, ये तो निकाल लिया इन्होंने।
This
ये वाला राउंड देखना होता, ठीक है? ये सिचुएशन बताता हूँ, देख सिचुएशन देख, एलएनजी और रेज निकाल लिया, 3v5 सिचुएशन था, ठीक है? अब देखना भाई इस बंदे ने पूरा निकाला राउंड।
Ready to rain down pain. There's more to come.
doubles ping.
Manages his angle, swings in, and does take Hampus out. The leader of the Ninjas pack. More where that came from. Yabi, so good!
भाई देखा मतलब अनरियल, मतलब जो स्प्रे ट्रांसफर्स होते हैं ना, मतलब भाई गजब, सिर्फ हेड दिख रहा था दोनों को उसको।
Crumble again. It's just taken it in turns to be super.
अगर ये राउंड अगर जीत गया होता तो इकोनॉमी एकदम शैटर्ड था भाई उसका पूरा, एकदम तो एकदम पूरा क्रंच राउंड था। ये भाई सबसे ज्यादा क्रूशियल राउंड था भाई। और एक और दिखाता हूँ, जो एनआईपी जो ना सीट सेट में हारना स्टार्ट किया, ये देख यहाँ पे।
I got a head on a bloody swivel. Huge already, and that was just CT spawn here. Look at Yabi, he's just bloodlusting for this, and we even had
the 1v3.
Well, make it.
ना ये देखना
4v3. That's a response from Rez. But this could...
Rez is she has this is
हाँ ये देख, जरूरत ही नहीं है भाई, बिल्कुल जरूरत ही नहीं था इसका। ये पहले भी मर चुका है, इससे पहले राउंड में भी मर चुका था। अरे हाँ वो देखा था भाई, वो जो बॉयलर से निकल के जो मार रहा था वो गजब। ये देख भाई, ये यहाँ से हारना स्टार्ट किया नाइवी ने। क्यों फाइट लेना है भाई इको के आगे? अब मैं हैम्पस को दिखाता हूँ तुमको, देखिए हैम्पस को देख रहे, बहुत मुझे लगा ही था कि हैम्पस मरने वाला है, इसकी हरकतें ऐसी दिखना। अलग चुल है भाई बंदे को, देखना। बंदा समझ नहीं क्या करना क्या चाहता है, ये देखना। 3, 2, 1 भाई, ये कुछ अलग ही है भाई हैम्पर्स, मतलब पूरा राउंड पूरा थ्रो कर दिया भाई इसके वजह से। पूरा आराम से होल्ड करता, 4v5 था भाई, आराम से निकालते। मतलब अच्छा खासा जा रहा था, मतलब पूरा एकदम, ये फालतू में आके पूरा खराब कर दिया।
Say this right now. Device himself isn't playing great at this tournament, but he had peaked form the last few months again. He started looking and even if he was at that form,
मतलब पूरे तो उसको देखना सिटी साइड में हैम्पर्स यही किया है। एक दो राउंड में अच्छा भी, मतलब उससे इम्पैक्ट भी हुआ है, लेकिन मोस्टली राउंड हारा ही है उसकी वजह से।
big project, etc. Look at the team they've put around him. This is just lackluster. Like, there's a couple of names I'd keep. I wouldn't mind basically cutting literally 3 or 4 of these players. I don't think it's a team that lasts.
I agree.
Sorry, final
Richard.
point.
Yeah, I think just to the final point. You know, you look at Navi, Simple has Electronic. You look at Vitality and Zyvo. Well, they're just a better team. They play better Counter-Strike. So that's the problem for Device. He's neither here nor there, really.
Yeah, well, look, it's not all doom and gloom. They have got their map pick to come.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to break down Inferno for you. So we'll see you.
वही डिपेंड करते हैं इन्फर्नो पे. ये मैच सब कुछ तय करेगा. भाई अरीना होपफुली नेक्स्ट ईयर सब कुछ सही रहा तो जर्मनी हियर आई कम. भाई टिकट पे मतलब टिकट के लिए अब भाई पैसा जोड़ना शुरू करना है. अब हो गया, बस आगे सब सैलरी आएगी अगले महीने से तो धीरे धीरे सैलरी जोड़ना शुरू करना है. फ्लाइट टिकट सबका टिकट का. हाँ लेकिन पर एक तो फायदा है मतलब तेरे को, मतलब एटलीस्ट कि एनआईपी वहां तक तो पहुंचा है ब्लास्ट में. तो G2 तो साला ब्लास्ट में ही नहीं पहुंचा, साला वो खराब लग रहा है. इसमें पहुंच गया लेकिन ब्लास्ट में नहीं पहुंचा. ये देखो, ये भी अरीना में हो रहा है भाई. वो मैं जुलाई में कोलोन के जो टिकट्स हैं जुलाई 15 के राउंड है. ये देखिए अगले हफ्ते होंगी, 24 तारीख से होंगे. ये अरीना में हो रहा है कोपेनहेगन में. और टीम्स देख रहा है. इस साला बिग की जगह ना अगर G2 तो मजा आता. हाँ ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है बस प्रेस्टीज के मतलब वो हिसाब से, लेकिन तब भी भाई ब्लास्ट का भी अरीना में बहुत सेक्सी होगा. इसमें क्राउड और सब कुछ बढ़िया होगा. तो अगर क्वालिफाई कर गया एनआईपी तो फिर तो मजे ही मजे. उसमें भी अरीना में, इसमें भी अरीना में एकदम बढ़िया. तो ज्यादा वो इवेंट्स बचे भी नहीं है. ये V4 फालतू ये सब है. फिर दिसंबर में डायरेक्टली ये आई एम विंटर ब्लास्ट प्रीमियर वर्ल्ड फाइनल. इसमें तो शायद G2 के चांसेस है, G2 पहुंच सकता है. बस इतने टूर्नामेंट्स बचे हैं इस साल. नहीं अरे मतलब ब्लास्ट में वो पार्टनर टीम्स रहती है ना, तो वो गैम्बिट नहीं है पार्टनर टीम्स में. और उसने क्वालिफाइज में पार्ट नहीं लिया था उसने वो डायरेक्ट. लेकिन वो उसमें आएगी क्या बोलते हैं जो ब्लास्ट जो ये होगा ना वर्ल्ड प्रीमियर जो होने वाला है ना 1 मिलियन का जो प्राइस पूल है उसमें है गैम्बिट. क्योंकि वो पहला ब्लास्ट जीती थी वो, शायद इसलिए उसने पार्टिसिपेट भी नहीं किया होगा. और जो मेजर जीतेगा, अगर मतलब जो भी जीतेगा मेजर तो वो भी इसमें आ सकता है. तो भाई मजा आएगा. भाई ब्लास्ट रैंकिंग्स कहाँ गया भाई. हाँ मतलब मेजर का 2 मिलियन है पता है ना. ये मेजर जो है शायद 2 मिलियन है, अगर मैं गलत. हाँ ये फर्स्ट मेजर है जो $2 मिलियन का है भाई, समझ रहे हैं. अगर मान ले मेजर अगर नावी जीत गया ठीक है तो ऑलरेडी वो इतने टूर्नामेंट जीता हुआ है. फिर उसके ना वो जो क्या बोलते हैं उसका इंटेल ग्रैंड स्लैम जो $1 मिलियन वो जीता था, और ये 2 मिलियन. भाई साहब मतलब फाड़ ही देगा भाई, अलग ही लेवल पे चले जाएगा नावी. और ऊपर से भी ये भी बचा हुआ है क्या बोलते हैं जो ब्लास्ट के दोनों टूर्नामेंट्स बचे हुए हैं भाई. नावी मतलब इतिहास रचेगा भाई, पैसा ही पैसा मतलब पूरा.
And if I'm Copenhagen Flames, this is where I gamble early on a bit. You know, I try to make them nervous.
रैफर बन जाएगा. अरे सिंपली वो एक विलाडो पोर्ट के नया वीडियो था ना, उसमें उसने बताया दिखाया था सिंपल है कोई नई कोई स्पोर्ट्स कार लिए कोई, तो भाई अब तो भाई प्राइवेट जेट ले लेगा भाई अगर इतने सारे टूर्नामेंट जीत गया तो ना. भाई
You can do all these different things. And I think if I'm Copenhagen Flames, it was also probably an option for them, certainly, to think that NIP was going to pick it, so they could have done their preparation ahead of time. And I want to see some of those setups, some of those little gimmicks early on, especially if they win pistol, something along those lines, because if you do really back NIP all the way up against the wall, I don't think the team to really rise above that. I think they're going to
सिंपल रोनाल्डो है और डिवाइस वो है, क्या बोलते हैं, मेसी, कंसिस्टेंट.
Scene set perfectly for what very well could be the last map of this stage of competition.
भाई मैच स्टार्ट.
Because I mean, at the moment, it has been a rather pedestrian.
अरे हाँ, मतलब पहले वो उसका ब्रेकअप हुआ था, फिर पैचअप हुआ था, फिर वापस ब्रेकअप हो गया.
But the desk has already painted a picture. Chat. Inferno is a very different state of play.
Yeah, for sure.
लेकिन जब वो ब्रेकअप में था तो अच्छा खेल रहे तो बढ़िया है.
The barrel here for the Flames. One of the keys is they haven't played this event yet. They haven't played it during the Challenger stage. They haven't played it during the Legends stage.
मेरे को नहीं था कोपा अमेरिका.
And that was against Feed with the game to qualify to even get here.
Was that the
it's like
triple?
28, 20.
हाँ ये जो भी हो.
Back and forth. Yeah. So
हमको अरीना भी देखना है.
Right on land, they've been here. Now this is NIP's pick. It can't be easy anymore, right? They need to wake up. They need to play to win. They need to turn it on because there's plenty of fans wanting to see them in that arena.
Yeah, well, it has to start now, Chad. Like, they need to hit the ground running, sprinting, and then we'll just, you know, as they said on the desk, just dismiss it, sweep it under the rug, and the conversation will be about ancient. But I'm not convinced that there won't be a kicker of a fuss from the Flames. Now they've opted for 4 Kevlar. It's going to be.
Oh, come on.
So if NIP do take too long,
पिस्टल important है भाई. पिस्टल निकालो तभी कुछ होगा.
Mid jump, he spotted them, but that was all a ruse. They've gone back through the chicken pit over to the He's going to get overrun here.
Oh, that's a lovely quick adaptation. Yabi was so good on Nuke. Now he'd have to be incredible because they've got their feet planted on this format. I think they've realized now that Yabi is under a little too much pressure. Tries to block the coffin smoke. Don't think he's succeeded in finding a gap. And here they come to commit to the site. He's hoping they jump over him.
It's a massive gap here. Able to force that one out here, but taking their time. The flash is coming in.
Oh, भाई बन्ना अलग है भाई.
Combines with Roy. NIP uncertain. It still clicks out of Yabi.
जब
Clears
bomb plant
out.
हो गया.
Surely falls will go down.
Device.
Blocker 2 on 2 established though, and this is going to end quickly. They're coming in together. Zyphon and Hooksy fancy themselves a quick one.
Smoke for the bomb.
Hampus only a P250.
Fuck, smoke है उसके पास.
Smoke. And he needs a quick kill. Surely. Oh, both. Hampus pulls NIP's pistol back.
हैम्पस भाई मैं तो सही बोल रहा था भाई. हैम्पस मारा भाई, फ्रंट निकाल दिया गेम. Nice.
By example, he loves the aggression. He gets in their face, but he's not hugely experienced, especially in these environments. The fact he clutches with that one out, he can fire the team up from here. And if he can start feeling the game,
भाई क्या सही है.
that might be a difference maker for NIP.
What an adaptation.
भाई जो भी हो, P250 पिस्टल स्लिट है भाई. मतलब अलग ही कॉम्बिनेशन. जिसके वजह से P250 होता है वो मतलब भगवान रहता है पिस्टल राउंड में.
But the credit does go to Hampus and a massively controlled 1 versus 2.
Yeah, some nades have been juggled across. You can see
मतलब तो 3-0 तो हो ही जाएगा.
Yabi to work with here, so he's going to be able to drop these down in succession towards Banana.
When he deems appropriate.
वही तो मतलब हर टीम के जो स्टार्स होते हैं ना जनरली उनको मिलता है. जैसे G2 में नीकू यूज करता है, उसमें सिंपल यूज करता है, बैटली में अपना जायू यूज करता है. इसमें भी शायद डिवाइस के पास था, वो मर गया तो उसको ऐसे कुछ मतलब 2 लोग ने लिया था इसमें. डिवाइस और ये जनरली लोग लेते हैं. अब मेरे से चलता ही नहीं है P250. मतलब बहुत ही अजीब है भाई उसका रिकॉइल टाइप का जो है ना शॉट. बहुत अजीब लगता है. जब शॉट लग जाए तो बड़ा मजा आता है, लेकिन चलता है नहीं.
Just gives them a quick jiggle before the smoke does bloom. This is going to hurt now. They've got 3 players on site. A CZ's good for the fight, trying to bait and switch with Zyphon on the box already. Nikados low. Zyphon has contributed, and Zyphon is such a menace. Somebody take him down. Hampus does deliver. Just enough, but not surely the safe round. They've got 30 seconds here, and there's still a barrage of players and utility sweeping fast into short, trying to pressure. They do get info on LNZ. The bomb now planted. This is everything for Nikados. He's been caught prior to the pop. Hooksy and Yabi, they are so vulnerable. And Hooksy's made it work, and Yabi combines a quick force buy. And Flames are on the board in round 2. Oh, NIP, they do trip over their shoelaces a bit.
Dumb खराब.
Again, he did it on Nuke. He's done it again right now. The fact that they stole them out, both of them playing from that side position. Roy
Plant वो तो buy कर सकता है. अच्छा थोड़ा ठीक ठाक buy हो जाएगा.
Just so much right there. Oh, NIP, they go from their in-game leader winning them a clutch situation to back down, losing to the Force Spy. Copenhagen Flames, they respond immediately here.
पता है again.
They channeled NIP in that direction with their
Buy नहीं करना चाहिए था अभी NIP को.
Multiple nades sailing.
लेकिन अभी फोर्स नहीं करना चाहिए था. नेक्स्ट में तो वो बाय हो जाता तुम्हारा. देखना नेक्स्ट में तुम्हारा वो बाय हो जाता. क्योंकि बॉम्ब प्लांट हुआ है ना तो एक ही बाय हो जाता नेक्स्ट में. सब लोग बाय कर लेते. अभी बहुत खराब बाय हुआ है ये. पता नहीं मतलब.
Force back themselves, Hampus into the Galil, the rest onto the Deagles. Light smattering a U-turn, light smattering a damage Yabby. Down to 18 points of health. He's going to have to reconsider.
Why JB अलग confidence में है.
Hanging out towards the sandbag here.
NIP super light on nades here. Like they will be worth their weight in gold. So no overcommitments, no real kind of fakes available to.
मतलब वो ये बात भी है कि अगर वो यूं करेगा तो इकोनॉमी बिल्ड हो जाएगी ना सिटी की. तो इसलिए वो फोर्स कर रहा है. वो तो लॉजिक तो सही है. बट ठीक है डबल शॉट दोनों तरीके. ओ भाई बेट कर रहा है भैंचोद कभी में. नाइस नाइस नाइस. अभी जल्दी जा. भाग भाग भी भाग भी भाग 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 भाग.
Flames have all the information, so
वो जल्दी जा भाई.
He still has a molly and a HE to stall this one out. The rotation's coming in. You can look at the radar. They could even do 2 players. That
Fuck. Rotation आ जाएगा.
That's going to allow Nikodos to get on over with another smoke of his own. So this could be a huge nade.
Yeah, it looks great. Oh, and it is. Look at the damage, and here comes a second smoke just as NIP
अबे यार खत्म.
Missed spray. Hoopsy's going to be cleared. He peeks on the flash. Blind as a bat. LNZ's gone. Running out of options now, NIP. They need to clear him. And
nice.
Thanks to Plopsky. Nikodos re-advancing, trying to keep it hectic, and the trades go their way. The Flames have Roy to depend on as well. He's crawled up Banana. Device to plant. A good tag. Yabi's done so much damage with that. And now all onto Hampus. The Flames have handled this.
Go on, Hampus.
Anything with 10 HP. A dunk from Roy denies.
अभी को करेगा.
Hoover up what little weapons they can. This is really bleak.
पता है कि अगर अभी भी अगर एक ही बचा होता ना बंदा तो एनआईवी वापस बाय करता कि इकोनॉमी कर. लेकिन अब उनके 3 लोग बचे तो अब इको करेगा वो. मैं वही डर था मुझे भाई. एनआईवी का टी साइड जो है ना इन्फोनो में बहुत खराब है.
That play from Flames there to gamble 4 players towards A and retain top mid control. Set them up on a silver platter here.
भाई बंदा टॉम क्रूज लगता है भाई. हाँ भाई हाँ भाई. लीगल तो ये सब है. क्या होता है डिवाइस तो लगता है ना टॉम क्रूज एकदम मस्त. वो हाफ नाइट एंड डे वाला टॉम क्रूज पूरा लगता है.
They could be facing Yabi with a quick opener there. High speed pokeball to the jaw. Hampus down.
Not liking this for NIP here. Now I know it is just some light upgraded pistols. They're not really going to be able to make it anywhere. And that's Zyphon, the one playing up on the balcony. Slither gap on the way through towards the boiler. Another body hits the deck, and Device is still low. Steps out, shot missed. And there he goes, Roy in the back. This is just continuing to fall in place here. And look, the Death spoke about it. Rez is an individual who you need to step up alongside a Device here. The next most experienced in this team. In that last map of play, LNZ was actually the one impressing me just under Device there, and he's the one who shouldn't be. He's the one who should be cowering in this moment. The flash is there. Hooksy, oh, he's going to get away.
Oh, hard to track. In the back.
If they keep everybody alive right here, Flames, this is massive. NIP needs something. Can they stroll on in? The Deagles have to ring true.
Hooksy's got it on lock. Yeah, be on second oranges as well, so nothing really to report. Just as easy as that. And yeah, frustrations might be starting to mount if they can't convert this next gun round. I mean, NIP, they were given the gift, Chad. Like, they were given the gift of a pistol. Hampus pulls off a 1v2, and Flames have immediately responded with 3 of their own.
Yeah, this is crazy. They've just grabbed all of that momentum NIP could have run with, and they've taken it.
Oh, important round भाई ये round बाय round है. और ये हारा ना तो भाई इकोनॉमी देख रहा है उसका सबके 4000 भाई बहुत ज्यादा इकोनॉमी बिल्ड हो जाएगा उनका. फिर नहीं हो पाएगा.
Deep suppressing nades. Plopsky's already just had a little bit of chip damage. Yabi to try and return to Banana now. It's actually a three-man lean here from the Flames initially. We are seeing a bit of a change-up. That's the smoke we were just mentioning. It's kept Device very honest in middle. But this is the change-up, right? You're going to have some apps investigations. Banana is being fought for as we discuss. And
नहीं ड्राई नहीं प्लॉप्सकी क्या चूतिया है भाई प्लॉप्सकी बेंच फालतू ड्राई पिक क्यों करना है
Yeah, actually Hooksy's a bit late on the rotate as well. Roy though has been really standing tall for the Flames when it matters most. The support of Util is there. Hooksy has tucked into the site now. Here they come, kept at bay by
जल्दी रोटेशन आ जाएगा भाई निकलो.
Copenhagen Flames can make this 4. It's a 4-on-4. Straight in. Roy slams down the door at 2 already, and they're coming on in. He knows where you are. LNZ puts his head in the vice and pulls them back into a competitive round again. LNZ.
Device, come on, आराम से.
There's a third opportunity there. He's not shy of the mark. Yabby down low. Nikodos has swapped out for the AK to forge a path back into the site. A smoke for the pit player, and his memory's not bad either. What does he want to do with this? Oh, LNZ going to be forced out of position. A small sound cue to build a picture. Device has the short cross on lock, and not anymore. Oh, and Nikodos even with the pre-fire. They are intimidating. These Danes crawling for the retake. LNZ deleted. Up to Device. When it matters most, they're already on the defuse. He can't. His bodyguard.
Fuck यार.
Flames will take it.
भाई प्लॉप्सकी एकदम चूतिया है भाई. एकदम. मानो ना मानो. फालतू में भाई वो फैक्ट दे के आया.
Once again disintegrate.
They were a bit late to react there on identifying where the AWP was, right? There was a moment of hesitation going.
मैंने तो बोला था भाई मदर टी साइड. टी साइड का कुछ भरोसा नहीं है नाइपी का.
Those kind of situations, if you've been watching a lot of the major here, you see some teams even go for the save. So Flames, they make it work. It looks fantastic, and it forces NIP back down to some pistols here. It's going to be a half buy. Lots of util behind this now. One of the strats that we saw them lining up over in the RMR.
5-1 तो हो ही जाएगा पक्का. ये बहुत मुश्किल है निकालना.
Getting device boosted and chaining some flashes over as they waterfall out of path.
अरे बातें को डैमेज करना पड़ेगा. इकोनॉमी जो है ना भाई वो बिल्ड नहीं होना चाहिए भाई. 6000 5000 ये दो का भाई इकोनॉमी बिल्ड हो रहा है. ये क्लीन निकाल लिया ना सिटी ने फिर तो भाई बहुत दिक्कत हो जाएगा.
Campus is in. Needs to call this clear and players over towards B.
भाई पुश करो ये भी जल्दी यार. दो ही लोग हैं. भाई क्या था?
Okay, that's very audible. The drop right there.
Deliberate or not, Hampus is close up in the balk. He wants to flash him in, and that's an easy connection for Zyphon. Just booked, and yeah, right. A formality for him. This is an unscathed Flames as they throw all their resources into A. Rez has been spotted. Device does catch one, but that's just a stray. Rez does not have the HP to handle this, and NIP from 2 best of 1 Inferno wins. You can understand why they picked it here to equalize the series, but that is looking just a little too good.
GG!
Right now.
Come on, Nabi yaar.
They were 1 best of 3 away and have been for the last 2 days.
This is way too easy right now for the Flames. Like this is just simple stuff, right? Everything they're doing, the details, the map control that they're taking, the heads-up Counter-Strike they're playing. They're not playing crazy out of the box. Oh, we're going hyper-aggressive. We're not letting you execute. They're playing info Counter-Strike. They're playing the rotations. They're playing off of one another.
भरोसा रखो मतलब मैं बोल रहा हूँ अभी भी बोल रहा हूँ 5 मतलब 4 राउंड भी चलेगा 4-5 राउंड लेकिन पिस्टल जीत जाए सेकंड में या तो 7 राउंड जीते या 4-5 राउंड के साथ पिस्टल जीत जाए मैं ना भी कम बैक कर लेगा इतना मुझे भरोसा है सीटी इसका इतना स्ट्रांग है ना भाई 48 को रुला दिया था भाई 16-1 हराया था 14-0 था 14-1 था फर्स्ट हाफ बस डिपेंड करता है कि कितना राउंड निकले
3 for Device and LNZ apiece. Hampus leading the charge on 5, and Hampus the only one responsible.
Come on, भाई ये राउंड निकालो.
3 players, Banana again locking this down. Nikodos will be off so quick.
He's taking down Device as well. There's
nice.
more to come. Nikodos ain't done. Double immediately thrust into the feed. He is Molotov, so he cannot retreat. He'll have to stand and fight, but the supporting utils there. They are completely repelled from Banana.
भाई बंदा कहाँ पुश कर दिया?
Again, the bullets come in.
Some
aggression, nearly all 3. round is
हाँ भाई बहुत छोड़ो भाई लग नहीं रहा NIP का दिन है
to the mix, Chad.
That's crazy.
ये लोग अभी अलग कॉन्फिडेंस में आ चुके हैं भाई बंदा अपार्टमेंट पुश सेकंड मिनट जा रहा है बताओ वो अपना वो नहीं है क्या बोलते हैं अपना पग जो नहीं अपन जो कॉम्पी खेलते हैं ना वो उस टाइप का है कुछ भी कर बंदा कहीं पुश कर रहा है
Motivation from the coach, he can feel it.
Nikodor's a Sonic, isn't he? He is really
भाई NIP पूरा टिल्ट हो चुका होगा पूरा
is better. And Zyphon's position was fantastic. There's the first in the flames, takes down the
फ्लेम में मार रहा है
He's not dropping back. He's staying to fight. The second shot on the Plopsky, and this is it. Zyphon is just
भाई मेरे को वही लग रहा है
there. What a heads-up call. Flames are reading this game.
कॉन्फिडेंस देख रहे अलग बात है कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया इन लोगों में
No bombs going down in the last 2 rounds.
शायद अगले में लेगा ये एक राउंड है ना तो शायद नेक्स्ट में लेगा
And there he is again, opening up the account one more time.
Okay, Device has given him just a little bit of something to work with. That's a well-placed incendiary. They just
Fuck.
disrespect
Push
it.
नहीं कर
Certainly not
सकते
Device. He just doesn't have the health for this. Extinguish. Coming. Hooksy, the hero, leaping through, has gotten away with murder there.
नहीं गया
Plopsky, no, gets away.
बच
Just
गया,
by a
बच गया।
shadow of health. The bomb, though, was surely denied. Just off the off angle, a transfer. Actually, it was Nikodos that finds it. This one's done.
बाप रे।
Plopsky doesn't have the health. Confirmed now, and it's just running away from them.
भाई कितना पूरा हाई पेस चल रहा है भाई ना फास्ट पेस चल रहा है पूरा राउंड
5-man unit. Now, Yabi and Nikodos have been repping the Flames for a long time, just the late stages. I think we have Yabi in August of 2020. 2 months later, Nikodos joins the roster. But these three, Roy, Hooksy, Zyphon, it was Roy and Hooksy from Mad Lions. This was on May 18th. Zyphon wraps up the roster after deciding he wasn't keen on the Astralis talent, felt like he could do better.
भाई भरा पड़ा है पैसा देख रहे हो ना अगला 2-3 राउंड
Right now, this right is
3-4 राउंड तक भाई भूल जाओ पैसा की
7-1 the scoreline
ये
read.
कोई इशू ही नहीं है
Everything is perfect. Everything is great from the Flames. I can't believe what we're witnessing here. I didn't think coming in today this
पता नहीं क्यों नहीं ले रहा टाइम आउट
I mean, this is Stockholm. NIP had the globe on their jersey, and they may not even see it.
भाई समझ रहा है भाई होम मतलब होम टीम नहीं होगी तो भाई
Even see
मजा ही
it.
नहीं आएगा भाई
Going 2-0. Inferno as well, the map that put them here. 2-0. Those two are on this map, and right now, it's their blood that stains Inferno's cobbles. Far from anything particularly intimidating.
They're just keeping 3B. This hold from Flames, they have so much faith in their A defense, and they're coming banana.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, nice shot.
Just pulls the trigger as he loses vision.
Come on, Plopsky.
Vulnerable. This has to be an
Nice.
Hooksy, no HP. The Glock
Nice,
is
Plopsky,
no
come on.
work from Plopsky there. He's
होगा मतलब होगा
they needed. That has to be the round.
अरे बता मुझे लगा ना उसने नॉर्मल शॉट लिया है मतलब फ्लिक मारा है लेकिन वो वॉल के थ्रू भी पता नहीं चला कि वॉल के थ्रू लगा फीड में देखा पता चला कि वॉल के थ्रू है
Second round, but how many can they take with them here? Zyphon onto Red.
अरे मत हंट करो भाई बहुत पैसा उनके पास
You can see right now,
तुम लोग का पैसा नहीं है
side of your screen, plenty of cash money. Yabi with 5k, that's before the loss bonus comes in. Hooksy 7.4, Roy on 6.7 now. We're on the bottom of the barrel, that's 1400. So you can understand why Nikodos and Zyphon want to hold on to these for future rounds. And NIP, they need everything they've got as well, right? All that extra util. They're going to need to start building something here on the T side too, but they've broken through.
हाँ वही ब्लाइंड
Plopsky's done well.
भाई ये जो निकोडोस है उसके पास 12,000 है और अभी जो मिलेगा मतलब लगभग 13,500 के राउंड पैसा है
Ninjas here, the bomb about to go off.
भाई भाई ये तो हर राउंड ऑफ कर सकता है साला
Now,
हाँ आराम से ऊपर से अगर एनआईबी फास्ट टेक करेगा तो सेव भी करते रहेंगे ना ये तो मतलब बाय होता ही रहेगा एक तरह से ये जब सेव कर हर बार सेव कर पाएंगे अगर दो तीन अगर तो वो हर राउंड बाय करते रहेंगे
if you want to set Nikodos up again with the AWP, I'm going to take a little bit of a look over in his spawn right now to see if he has a good spawn or not. Pretty good over towards B if they want to send him. We've already seen him go hyper aggressive over there and find some openers, but looks like they're just going to return him back towards the A side of things. That was the device opener.
कैसे लगा ये
Split again,
तुम देखो ना मतलब लेफ्ट क्लिक किया भाई बंदे ने
full control with the rifles. Half wall molly. He's through. He's gonna be
बाप रे
So naughty.
मौत से खेल रहा है बंदा
Just gets to linger in plain sight. Big round now for the Ninjas. If they can find something consecutive, prove to themselves. And look how active the Flames are being here.
ओ भाई गैम्बल स्टैक कर रहे हैं देख लो
throw out. They know that that's going to stall.
Man,
What they've done
chod.
is they've just rotated heavy forces back towards A in case it is a pounce. Yabi and Hooksy are actually going to be greeted back together on that B bomb site. So it has been back and forth between these two.
But the hyperactivity at the CT side is just well informed. It's what the very best have been doing. Copenhagen Flames are embodying all of that.
Deep mid smoke now. Bomb still all the way second mid, so no real indication as to need to be.
कितना funny लगता है भाई ये जो smoke और flash का तुम throw कर सकते हो.
Like to finish this one off. Request from Nikados for a flash. Re-smoking top mid from sight. That will keep them on their toes. That might even just shave a full 20 off the clock. Flash to get that space back. No one's contesting it. You got Nikados on long side. Balcony smoke will put the pressure on, and here comes the NIP commit. They got the numbers. Nikados. And body
Device.
Device puts his name in the opener. Here they come. Heavy commitments. Roy caught out a little. Saving just a little bit more.
Nice.
Device, and these are the two names.
Device. देखा मतलब. होवे भरोसा रखो.
Under scrutiny, the T side all.
लेकिन किस्मत देखो मदर. अभी भी वाला बाई करेंगे ये. मतलब तो बाई खत्म नहीं होगा भाई. बात यही है. तेरा दो लोग सेव कर रहे हैं.
I had a look as well. Device was competing in S-tier tournaments like ESL 1 Cologne in 2015 when Hooksy played his first professional Counter-Strike game. 2015, the year he signed his first contract.
Oof, taking this off away could be some good damage here.
भाई साहब ऑफ ले लिया बताओ.
Damage that economy, gets the AWP, gets that for Nikados and gets away. So best of a bad situation right there from the Flames. The third now in the mix, and there's an AK upgrade as well. He's got on nuke with that in his hands, right? He's going to be licking his chops that he's got that one back on out here, Yabby.
Yeah, exactly my thoughts as well. Yabby's got his best gun. The spray transfers he was able to pull off with it. He just manages it.
And अभी बच्चों की तरह वो कर रहा है, ग्रेफिटी बना रहा है अपना.
7.5.
Spawn पे.
NIP displaying that they can and will make you sweat.
अरे दो क्या और भी होगा मदर. देखना हर बार सेव कर ले रहे हैं ये लोग. हाँ दो तो हो जाएगा. अगर ये एलिमिनेट होगा तो अगला राउंड भी. नहीं एक और बाई होगा. अगर पूरा एलिमिनेट कर दिया तो. तीन लोगों के पास पैसे नहीं है. ओह Hampus! Push कर बीरश रुक मत.
He just wants to punish. It would be the perfect call. A CT smoke. Will they overthink it? Nikados is just.
मेरे को लगा इसने मार दिया. Hampus ने मार दिया.
Oh, and Hooksy goes across. He will surely go down.
Nice.
He does eventually.
7-4 मतलब 7-4.
Nikados was going for a ballsy maneuver, and this surely translates.
Let's go.
Well, Roy has managed to tuck in. Device has already got that bomb down. And he's actually hunting for Roy.
भाई डिवाइस फॉर्म में आ गया. डिवाइस कॉन्फिडेंस में पूरा.
Just enough form here.
Zap is going to save towards pit again here if he can, but
वो अगर ये एकदम अरीना में दिख रहा होता. इससे फिर 1-7 से हार रहा है. फिर 7-4. भाई जो हाइप हो रहा होता है अरीना में ये अलग ही मजा आता है इसमें.
What's going on there? You don't want that, right? It's not that Linus is a bad player by any means, but even in this team, you can see that he's a supportive element. He's not meant to be the guy getting you the entries. So Hampus
एक सेकंड रुकना मदर. एक
right
सेकंड.
now, Klopski's also chiming in with some, and well, Device, of course, on that T-side AWP, but yet to rumble the bank balance just yet. There's plenty of cash. Nikados has 9.9 to reinvest.
कैमरा का कुछ इशू हो गया.
Get that CT-sided AWP, but a CT-sided timeout called, and that's just to discuss the issues that they're having. This is better from NIP now. This is even more convincing than some of the rounds they were winning over there on Nuke, right? And the scoreline when it ended 16-10, I think that's a little bit of a misleading scoreline. It felt very easy in that first map for Flames, and it felt very easy within the first 7 or 8 rounds of play for them here as well. Now they're under the pump.
Hampus is a contributor in at least half of NIP's rounds they currently posted. He clutched up in that pistol. Has just found him 2 entries on Banana to make it 4. But as you've highlighted, they have once again presented with the AWP that worked so well for that pick into mid. You thought that was enough, but Hampus proved otherwise, and this was the catch. If Hooksy had rounded that corner, he could very well have delayed.
You can see what he's thinking, right? He doesn't want to get isolated in the site against an execute. He wants to try and play retake. Unfortunately, they're a bit quick on the draw. And NIP threatening now. Remember, Ancient, you can see it top of your screen right now, will be the third map between these two. Surprising not to see NIP picking that map in recent time as well. Something that they seem like they backed in time and time again, and now they've shied away from it. Here we go. This is the round that NIP need. They can break the flames here, whose loss bonus has started to build.
भाई ये important order मतलब इसका buy नहीं है.
Deep mid smoke.
ये round निकाल लेना है बिना फिर buy नहीं है उनका.
Early, just Yabi and Hooksy over towards B, who have been tested now. Deep nades there. The second one actually doing a big chunk of damage. Hampus down to 61. Plopsky, 77 points of health for him as well. Walking up banana is Plopsky. Passive stance on B.
Hooksy's in a position to throw out a full retake set if he fancies it. That's exactly what he's doing. Half-wall will be smoked. Plopsky might be ahead of it. Does have to respect it. And a boost over is the counter play. Now this may be unexpected. Are the Flames really ready for this reaction?
Hooksy looks aware of this. Oh, spotted!
Ooh, gets away.
भाई बच गया.
Slight glimpse of him. Device doesn't quite find the mark. But I mean, look, the bomb's at T-spawn, so all of this is just posturing. They're puffing up their chest. They're trying to force the CT's hand. Nikados has been smoked off library. Will feel the void that is Arch. A two-man push onto him. He does have a peek. He's so quick. Res deleted. Hampus slips the net, but he's trying his luck.
नहीं Hampus नहीं. गयो Hampus गयो.
Rotate through. A good clear here, and not easy. As NIP are struggling to break the site. Yabi's double secures it. It's only Device he's coming through. And Yabi will make it 3. Nikados and Yabi combine to repel the NIP invaders. And yeah, fist bumps exchanged as they take the win.
मुझे समझ नहीं आर के नॉर्मल ऐसे क्यों पुश कर रहा है भाई? स्मोक कर, फ्लैश कर, ऑपर तो हो गई, कोई होगा ही होगा वहाँ पे.
Fantastic work from Yabi. Huge stuff from him. And you're right, 8 rounds.
LOL mother. अब इकोनॉमी गया वापस इकोनॉमी बढ़ गया इनका. 4 लोग जिंदा है. ये इकोनॉमी खत्म ही नहीं होगा मदर. गेम खत्म हो जाएगा ये पूरा फर्स्ट हाफ. इसके 2 राउंड और है.
Banana right now, standing and hanging around the flames. They have to extinguish, but they're looking like they want to punish B early.
You would have to get through Yabi. Still got his AK.
3 players over here towards B as well. Nikados has just joined the party.
Oh, changing hands. Look at that. He just leaves his smoke and rotates through. It's nerdy.
This is perfect. He's been able to post up in time. He's even been able to get back towards the site here. As you mentioned, util to drop. So there's a smoke locking them down. That's going to keep them until sub 1 minute.
Giving him nothing. Looks like NIP have a very clear intention. 5-man commit. Second orange has worked very well for Copenhagen Flames on the last repel of this, but Hooksy's so low. Nikados though, if he can find a momentary peek away from the flashes and the smokes, Hooksy does nothing. It's up to Nikados now. The supportive flashes are there, looking to reposition. Oh, everybody's looking the wrong way. Yabi again strikes thrice.
Nice.
Does it all.
2v2. Bye, mother.
On its way. He's opted for a fountain plant. And they have at least gotten across now.
मेरे को लगा कि वापस लेके चला गया 4 को.
Plopsky will have to fight. The spread does.
Come on, Hampus.
Only Hampus. They can double peek this. He can get overwhelmed, and they will hit the first bullet out of the gun.
मदर ये लोग अलग फॉर्म में मदर ये लोग.
For all German NIP fans.
That is mental right there. That gap that Yabi.
ये जो लास्ट वाले को जो मारा Hampus को, क्या वाइड पीक किया भाई.
I'm seeing him there, and I'm thinking nobody's bloody looking. How's he been able to weasel his way in there?
4 people, Chad, with their backs turned. It's just his timing alone.
But you have to think about that. The smoke that's dropped. This is
here.
it.
As it fades.
He's just crept on through. Nobody looking. Look at the blunder right there. The smoke with the gap is.
हमको लग रहा अस्ट्रालिस मतलब दूसरी टीम से आया है.
You can't be dropping the ball.
ये अस्ट्रालिस बन के आए हैं भाई ये लोग. अस्ट्रालिस CPH बन के आए हैं.
Nikados was running out of options, and then Yabi just decides he's going to.
गजब खेल रहे हैं भाई ये लोग.
Oh, NIP need this. Must win. The Flames are really, if you pardon the pun, heating up.
They need to be a bit more direct here, NIP. When they've been able to do that, at least they've been able to get the opening kills right and look threatening. Right there was that missed smoke that is such a drama for them. and Yabi punished, but now all 5 turning their attention.
वही
towards
पूरा
the
डिजॉल्विंग हो
four
गया
in the
मतलब
mid corridor.
पूरा ग्राइंड किया है पूरा
LNZ over towards the apartments. The smokes are coming through. The pressure being applied.
मतलब न्यूक में बोल सकते कि एनआईपी गलती था इसमें कुछ गलती भी नहीं है ऐसा कुछ एनआईपी का इतना कुछ
Roy already puts his name in the feed. You needed that in response. Plopsky shuts him
सब
down.
सही खेला भाई किस्मत थी
Cancels
मतलब
his plans. Zyphon, however, still a nuisance.
Nice device.
Even exchanges back and forth.
Oh, they changed places in the smoke. They have an idea. Yabi knows. He's called it.
I think Nikodos is aware as well. Yeah, building a picture.
Yabi अलग form में भाई
Advantage Flames. It's all device.
Come on, अब 2v2 डिवाइस है
Started this round and
डिवाइस नहीं हारेगा भाई
bomb uncontested. It's planted now. Clock extended. Kits and a smoke, so not in a rush. Copenhagen Flames have Hooksy to rely upon. He's actually going to drop a bit of a one-way here on Balk, so that's going to have eyes drawn to him.
Molly for Pit as well. LNZ is going to be forced wide here. Oh, he's not going to drop it. He's going for under the balcony.
Straight into Device. Just enough damage. Device does not go down. He can play the time now. Yabi, you've been great, but this is just an ask too much. A great Molotov. Straight onto the bomb. Device is doing it all just by extending play. No time for this one. And they will pull it across the line, but tooth and nail.
भाई डिवाइस सिंगल हैंडली निकाला भाई राउंड
Hooksy right there. You absolute nerd.
सब कुछ कर रहा है डिवाइस भाई सब कुछ
Going up towards the mini pit right there, but here we go. Round number 15 up next.
Haven't seen that one before from Hooksy. That is naughty.
Device here, great stuff. Yeah, under the pump right there. Roy went aggressive on that short push right there because they lost all the info. Right, Nikodos was smoked off towards library and the side. Roy makes a play, and that thrusts NIP in towards the site. But here we go. Final round of the first half. 2 MP9s. Still a couple of M4s and the AWP rattling around. The nades deep again. Rez. Oh, down to 4 HP. Cop that.
He has not been having fun here on the T-side, chat.
2 kills.
2. Yabi got more than that in 1 magazine. Of his AK-47, Rez is equipped with the same, but yeah, he's a shadow of his former self now.
खून कर दिया भाई रेस का तो मतलब
MP9 defense, they have called upon Roy to bolster the numbers. A boosted M4, a gap, perhaps to be exploited. Hampus in a position to punish any inquisitive CTs.
Was looking very likely for a B exec there, but I think the second smoke, they've just called pause on this for a moment.
See what LNZ finds on his apps adventure as well. You know, he's been there the whole time. He hasn't had anything to report. Not too much funny business other than the one siphon aggression there. Util is thrown out, but...
नहीं dry peek नहीं भाई
And he will collect an easy one, and that's onto Device.
Siphon now.
The superstar forced to watch as his team start to disintegrate. Yeah, already locked down.
Indecisive.
Head in the bomb A. It's the right call. Roy will be ready to react as soon as contact is found. Nikodos ready himself for war. LNZ, a miss. And a chance here for the Swede, only short-lived.
GG मतलब GG 10-5 पिस्टल हारा तो गेम खत्म हो जाएगा मतलब must win pistol must win
NIP are in jeopardy. Copenhagen Flames are so close to truly manifesting the Cinderella story. It always stops well before this point. But this is something else.
Looks like the mood is an all-time high over there in the Copenhagen Flames camp. Look, smiles on the faces, obviously still very serious business, but think about what's going through their heads. We came in through the open qualifier of the last RMR event. The open qualifier, right? That's with everybody.
Yeah.
Right? That's you at home with 4 of your friends can join the open qualifier. They came through that, and then they've just continued to hit the ground running.
And all of the Tier 1 teams complain about those open qualifiers because it's so unpredictable. Everyone plays ratty CS, really are disrespectful, never before seen strats and plays and never before heard of names destroying you online. Well, Flames handled it and have handled it ever since. They were in the group of death at the EU RMR, do you remember?
Undefeated in the best of ones there, but we're underway here with the pistol round. Rez, aggressive down mid here. Can't hang around forever. Device doing his best to oversee business, just peppering down with a couple of pot shots. It's just this 2-man defense over towards A here, so hoping to be disparaging, right? That's why they're so forward. They want to get a kill early or do some damage to force Flames over towards the B stack, which is LNZ, Plopsky, and Hampus right now. Been able to burn about 30 seconds off the clock just with this forward position, but they are about to be tested now. Roy perched in the apartments with Zyphon on his side.
Rez needs a confidence booster. And that's the start. Siphon has his plans foiled.
He's forcing them B. This is exactly what you wanted if you were NIP.
LNZ with the flashes.
Oh, they've called it off. Okay, Hooksy's left the bomb in chicken pit. There's 50 seconds left. Oh my god, that's so easy for Roy.
That came so easy.
Just a couple of bullets out the Glock, and now they can go anywhere.
Yeah, the freedom is theirs and Device trying to be a hero. Bit of an overextension, but he's adjusted accordingly to the steps. A lot on riding these frags. Good click. Trade available. Nikados just accelerates into it. And he's not going to clear his corners. LNZ, a crucial find. Plopsky's in trouble. And they do commit to B. Trying to get across just ahead of LNZ's peak. Hooksy, however, has the bomb. He gets to get across as LNZ tucks in. Plopsky on the second flash loses his head. It's up to LNZ and Yabi with 17-3 in the
GG हो गया.
That is a brutal pill to swallow if you're NIP. Because now you have to do the impossible. You're going to have to stare down the barrel of what could very well be 13 if they can't find this.
That's insane right there. Just how they toyed with them in that mid round. Like you see how they toyed with them there. The info plays.
भाई मतलब रेस तो बिल्कुल नहीं चला भाई इस मैप में.
Playing on the T side is understanding the space they
भाई साहब 3 किल है भाई रेस को समझ रहा मतलब 3 किल मुझे याद नहीं है आखिरी ऐसा कौन सा गेम होगा जो रेस को 3 किल हो 16 राउंड में.
That stack over towards the B bomb site stayed for the longest period of time until they had to get peeled back. And then the rotation opens the gap. You're running into B there with 15 seconds left and no smoke to cross on CT spawn. Right? And they get away with it. They get away with it. The Flames, just some massive play here. And Yabi.
सही में मतलब काफी ज़्यादा.
Another star for the Copenhagen Flames. How many names do they have?
मतलब उनको भी पता है ना कि पिछले हारे तो बहुत प्रेशर आ जाएगा तो मतलब कोपेनहेगन फ्लेम्स एकदम चिल मार के खेल रही है पूरी.
Now, when it matters most, Yabi ascends to new heights. And Copenhagen Flames, Chad, are 5 rounds away from the top 8. We might get those Copenhagen Flames.
बात वही है ना ये राउंड हारा तो 13-5 हो जाएगा तो फिर बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा कमबैक करना. हो तो सकता ही है. पिस्टल इंपॉर्टेंट था मतलब कन्वर्जन. नाइस नीड.
Nikados there and a smoke to die as well. If they can convert this, they're going to get an easy round in the next. A lot rides on this for NIP. They have to put up a fight.
Nice shot, Device.
Puts Roy on his ass. Finds one from the grave, though, as the flames spread.
Yeah.
Nikados loud about this. They don't strike, and Zyphon's found one. They'll clear him out. Rez needs this. Has to deliver. Trigger discipline on all-time high. They've called the site clear. Hampus, more on the scout. It's only Zyphon. He's assuming the site is clear. Hampus, can you finish it here? And Rez will finally activate.
Nice.
NIP.
Yo.
They do well.
Ab comeback ho sakta hai.
Even better than a pistol win. The Swedes have been given a little bit of light at the end of a very dark tunnel.
Yeah, that's a lifeline right there, right? They've just done what the Flames did to them in the first half back, and that was pretty clean stuff. I can't believe Rez there didn't pull the trigger, right? He had a player run in and run out of the site, and he didn't shoot. That's crazy. He was playing for the round win. He wanted to make sure he denied that bomb going on down. But Flames are biting back, and they've bought in as well. 4 Deagles, a Tech 9, and very, very light on the util. Hooksy's had to go. A couple of bits of util here to make this one at least something to work with. A molly top banana to hold the info play at bay. 4 players up through second mid. This is likely to be activated right now by Hooksy with the smoke and the flash, but then that's all they have to go. The double nades, only a sprinkling of damage. You would expect a lot more. The jump up was timed well. This is a waterfall.
Bye mother. अब तो भाई पूरा NIP पे भरोसा है. NIP जो करना कर सकता है.
Doing everything he can on an individual level. He needs the squad, and Rez is a big part of the squad. 2 of the 3 required. Hampus finishes things off.
Nice, Rez, nice. Confidence में Rez, confidence में आएगा तभी कुछ होगा.
Rotation's coming in now. Bomb is loose, and oh my God, Hooksy's ahead of that, almost onto Hampus there. 5 points of health remaining, and now just Nikados with the deagle in his hand. Lots of time to work with here. If he can isolate some fights, you've seen LNZ get into the back line. That was the first, but Device too quick. The crab walk in, the kill comes through, and 7 now.
Let's go, let's go. ये round निकालो भाई इज्जत से. 11-8. उसके बाद तो भाई बहुत बढ़िया.
Watch this with what is on the line. but they bought themselves a buffer here. Should be getting their 8th round. Flames have to take the eco. The loss bonus isn't there. Unable to get many kills. Unable to get the bomb on down. But this is
भाई इकोनॉमी पता है मतलब इसको भी क्या करना है
right stuff. It's not
जैसे फ्लेम्स ने इकोनॉमी डेवलप की तरह अपनी पूरी वैसे इनको 2-3 राउंड ऐसे निकालना है तभी कुछ नहीं तो क्या एक साल एक राउंड हारेगा फिर वापस इकोनॉमी खराब हो जाएगी नहीं 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 आराम से नाइस बहुत बढ़िया अब आ गया इकोनॉमी इनके पास
stuff there. Clean sheet.
भाई 7,000 6,000 इकोनॉमी आ गया भाई मतलब इनके पास 8,000 यही चाहिए यही
Right now are the ninjas. It doesn't look like device.
बस एक राउंड अगर ऐसा और आ गया ना ये गन राउंड आ गया ना फिर तो मतलब मांग के चल के ना भी जीत गया बस एक ये राउंड अगर आ गया ना
Play off appearance and absolute.
ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट राउंड है
Well, he would be the only one, right?
Yeah, Olaf at that last hurdle he dropped on out. Device the only one still carrying that to his name. But here we go. The AKs are in. No T-side AWP here. Nice, actually peering on through. Smoked off.
या प्लॉप्स के ज्यादा नहीं एलएनजी नाइस एलएनजी बैक हो जा
Brave, he's actually found blood. And there's more to come. Damn
भाई
it.
भाई नहीं
And he's still finding more. Who's he brought down to
पर मतलब एक सेकंड रुकना बस मैं वो करता हूँ कैमरा ऑन करता हूँ अपना
Supremacy of Banana and LNZ.
भाई कहाँ गया मेरा
It's a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Plopsky, actively maintaining control of it for now.
Flames are limping in this one, right? The opening death sucks, but the HP at Hooksby, that's even worse because they need to be careful with every corner they turn.
And that's the LNZ effect.
Roy's low as well, right? 37 for him, 65 for Nikodos. You could almost say this round is done now. Like, and I
क्या
think
सेव कर रहे हैं ये लोग
it's so difficult for Flames to put up a fight, right? You're sitting there, you're having the conversation where low, we can't go for any of these.
भाई मतलब सेव कर रहे हैं क्या ये लोग
With a lot of HP and
लगता तो नहीं ऐसा लग रहा है कि सेव कर रहे हैं
set up over towards the A site now. Hampus on the
मतलब वेट करें कोई फ्रैग मिला तो ठीक है वरना सेव करेंगे ये लोग
Siphon, go kill.
yeah, like that's what this comes down to. He needs to find them a way in, and it's clear he's been.
हाँ यही कर रहे हैं मतलब अगर जायफा ने कुछ किल विल किया तो ठीक है नहीं तो ये लोग सेव करेंगे
Spotted out by the long player.
मुझे बी रश कर रहा है
Misinformation
Nice.
now takes the gap. He knows long could be open. I think there's still a smoke up. He's racing against Device through
20
to the
seconds.
arch. He'll keep his feet planted. They're committing into LNZ, who was low. Zyphon up against
Nice,
Now
Device.
neutralized. This is a good chance for the ninjas.
Should be an easy lock.
भाई 10 सेकंड भाई आराम से
LNZ
यार
the bomb has to be planted, and Plopsky has done enough.
नाइस
Like that, the ninth secured, and it
लेट्स
does look like NVIDIA
गो
found their
लेट्स
voice.
गो
Trying to pull and kick and scream their way back into a competitive half. Let's not forget, this was a 10-5 half to the Flames. And the response so far
Oh, bhai.
4-1.
Yeah,
आ गया मतलब आ गया कैमरा आ गया मतलब
There's not a lot of HP to work with.
भाई 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 क्या मजा आ रहा है मतलब
Hope that it was going to be enough, but going into
ये राउंड भी अच्छा निकालो भाई ये राउंड वीक राउंड है
lock stuff. with
भाई आप पता है एकदम वो लग रहा है पता है वो रेप्लिका लग रहा है जैसे उनका चल रहा था ना ऐसे इनका डेवलप हो रहा है एकदम पूरा
They're actually heading B, so we're going to run this one down.
Oh!
That's a new
Tiny.
damage done. They hear this one coming from miles away. More mollies to hold them at bay.
भाई बड़ा मजा आ रहा है मतलब देखने में अब तो
On down, so everything the Flames had is gone. Now it's just walking around on the
फ्लैश 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 परफेक्ट
Collects.
एम्पोस
Versus, ooh,
अरे यार
to the dome. Plopsky got to hold on to this, and yeah, there's some damage.
फालतू में मत हराओ भाई पैसा और नाइस चलो
It's
दो
intimidating.
ठीक है
Definitely say that much. The Tech Nines don't find too much more than defense.
ओए ऐसा है ना हैम्पोस से तो पता है उसके अंदर भी एंट्री रश चल रहा है पूरा हैम्पोस पूरा हिल रहा है पूरा एकदम
We're not going to see the Flames being able to stay continuously threatening. They need to make sure in this
कम ऑन यार एनआईपी अरीना में चाहिए भाई एनआईपी
say that they get in, they get that bomb down just to facilitate future buys.
हम चाहता अगर G2 हारे तो एनआईपी से हारे
Them starting to
कोऑपरेशन टीम से नहीं
starting to feel good about things. This is what we want to see here, some fight out of the Swedes. Three-man B defense again. Device and Rez, the only two to lock down A. And LNZ again, he's falling.
भाई एलएनसी क्या कॉन्फिडेंस में मतलब
He's just got Groundhog Day in his mind. Every single round, he looks to start off with his
असल बेस्ट पे को निकाल लिया भाई
and then he's eliminated by a very aggressive LNZ. Really finding some confidence when it matters most here.
Can't leave the bomb behind, boys. If you want to go fast A, you're going to need to pick that up. And look at all the pressure. Look how far they pushed down Banana.
Yeah, really
Plopsky and
uncomfortable.
LNZ.
Really uncomfortable. Nikodos is going to try and retain and regain some control. Half wall.
नहीं 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 फाइट मत ले भाई ऑपर है वो
There's 3 to contend.
भाई काफी ज़्यादा
Right there, normally it would just
अरे नहीं
kill. Look at all the space
ये
over towards
weak
A.
है
They've actually been able to infiltrate Arch side and they're coming through the smoke.
It's all about timings here, Rez.
push 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 banana push banana push banana push
Themselves off of the banana push, but they walk through it. Rez activating. Nikados very loud about this. Oh,
Nice.
easy headshot, Rez with
Nice, Rez.
many contributions in a must-win round. Zyphon, that's quite the spray, but a 2v4.
nice
And they don't have the bomb, Chad. It's
वो रेज निकाल लिया मतलब
reposition. Keep
बचा लिया रेज ने
have the health for this, and Zyphon doesn't either. Plopsky makes sure of that.
डिंका चिक्का नाइस अब तो इको राउंड है
As well with the baits, secures it. NIP definitely returning to some degree of form here.
Yeah, and that bomb getting maroon top mid is a problem, right? Because we're talking 4.3 on the high end for Yabi and that of Zyphon, but then the other 3
अरे अगला मैप भी तो देखेगा क्या ये सो जाएगा तू
can buy, you can get
मैं सोचा मैं तीनों मैप देखूंगा उसके बाद भाई सोऊंगा मस्त
but it's not ideal.
कल तो पूरा ब्रेक ही है कल तो सीएस को है ही नहीं कोई टूर्नामेंट का सीएस को खेलेंगे
Second called for the Flames now to talk this through. And you see Hooksy in the middle, the in-game leader, just having a bit of a chat about how things are going. Nod from the coach at the background. Agreeing with what's being said right now, but as we take a look, Hampus with 23 kills to his name, Device with 18, and Rez, yeah, look, you got a couple there, but he only has 8, 10 apiece with Plopsky and LNZ. And
भाई एनआईपी पे ना अभी 1.15 का और चल रहा है मतलब
have just set the tone.
कोऑपरेटिव टीम से 5 चला गया और
Kill, you get it early and you get away. Yeah, simple as you like.
I wouldn't be surprised if part of Hooksy's speech there was, let's just manage those opening deaths a little better. We need to have, especially when going for something light on like this.
Almost every single round, they've either sustained an early death or they've sustained early nade damage, like a bucket load. We're talking several members.
That was
down
the
to about
Zyphon
half
go
HP.
kill round.
Exactly. So they need to make sure they're able to avoid that. And look how NIP are holding on to all their nades here, right? They haven't lobbed out a lot early. They haven't gone for map control. They've actually just held onto a bunch of smokes, a bunch of mollies. They can defend against anything late, so NIP reading this well now.
You can't beat this Jiggle incendiary defense. You run through it, you're half health, you dumped all of your util. And here they come through the flames, no extinguish.
टीम
but
से पुश
leaping
कर रहे हैं
over it.
साले
Onto Plopsky's retreat, they are tucked in, they've taken the space. Step 1 complete. Counter util there, again LNZ.
यार खुद को मॉली कर दिया ठीक है मतलब
Careful Plopsky. They're grouped up on
फ्लैश बिना फ्लैश के मजा आना
Flames. 3 of them here.
फ्लैश
Hard to flash them off here though, it's just a straight up engagement, straight duel. And that's 1 for the Flames, 2 as well. The Deagles connecting, Hampus clawing his way back into the side. They are in the open. And surely gonna pick this
Hobbit last.
Nikados, a good dig to start us off. And another device to save the Ninjas. My god, Nikados.
भाई मदर देखा तूने खत्म हो चुका था ऑलमोस्ट ये राउंड
Very, very different. Device holds his bottle though.
ये क्या कर रहे हैं भाई ये लोग फालतू में मतलब हार्ट अटैक दिला रहे हैं
Stern face, he knows NIP need him to stay strong.
That's crazy right there. That's insane. Like the fact that the Flames with that purchase, right? That was just a half by light util and a B execute. They played the retake, right? NIP opted to play the retake right there and they almost flubbed it there at the final moments, but they do stand tall. Here's the first. Second is great. And the third here on the jiggle, just not able to convert.
Oh.
Taking the lead now, NIP up to 12 rounds. So this is them really starting to get some momentum.
It's quite the recovery.
अरे कैमरा पर स्टक हो चुका है यार क्या हो गया मेरे कैमरा को
In a row now, and that's the first time the bomb.
नहीं Hampus
He's done a lot of that.
A little bit noisy. Not
Bit
sure if he
too
would have been
noisy,
noted, but
yeah.
they're looking quick. They're looking more direct. Like they want to execute early here, and it might be the right call. There's only 2 ninjas here.
Probably saying, that worked so well. Why can't we do it again with rifles? Change of plans as the retake util drops. Smoke and incendiary buys time.
Double AWPs here. Hampus has one as well. That's a difference now for the CT side. Plopsky's going forward. Looks like the flash is being lined on up.
Calls it clear. Roy was flirting with some smoky push. Device is on Overwatch there, and Plopsky awakening. He rounds the corner, and there's 3 right there. They're looking to strike. It's up to Hampus to destabilize. Down goes 1. He's fully blind. He should fall as well. It's LNZ that's found the lurk of Roy. Rotating in. Device desperate with the dig. A 3-on-3. Bomb now planted. Yabi will take CT upon the fade. He's looking to catch one off guard with a fade here. Res
Smoke a bit there, LNZ.
Apps. Flames though a chance, and he's pre-aiming it perfectly. Makes a sound cue, but look at this.
He's through.
Oh, Yabi.
Holding his nerve.
2 backs turned, and Rez could be the third. The patience from the Dane.
He's not going to clear this.
No way. No way at all. Rez falls. And now a crossfire. Impossible to break. LNZ head on a swivel. Trying to clear through. That's one. And that'll do. 12.
भाई क्या किया भाई LNZ ने मदर.
Don't let that get missed. The leader with 4 important frags to break their silence. Copenhagen Flames post their second T round after a drought of 7.
That is massive from Yabi right there. I know that it was only 1 kill, but the fact that he held his nerve, right? He had a kill on Linus there every day of the week, right? He
didn't greed for it,
but he just sat. He heard the steps spawn.
अरे नहीं लेकिन स्मोकर पर चेक तो करता.
His attention over towards the Coffin's position. They've got around here, and they're 1 more away from breaking the bank of NIP, who are starting to struggle for cash. Things are getting siphoned on through now.
Yeah, a nasty death from Plopsky in that one. He's going to have to try and lock it back down. Return to form, and he does strike onto Nikodos with the averted AWP gaze. Repositioned and eliminated. Yabi, no fear, but Flames do take him down. 3-on-3 very early, and Hampus delivers
Nice nade.
to the walk through mid, and heavy damage inflicted. These nades are working wonders. It's up to really Zyphon here. Hooksy will pause. Zyphon to clear him. A 1-on-1. Straight up engagement. Not so much anymore. Rez is there to equalize it.
They know where Hooksy was, right? That was spotted from Hampus. They know he was top mid. That rotation coming in right now from LNZ has...
Do they full gamble?
The thing is right now, the timing, right? If he was to head on over, LNZ should be able to hear him here close towards that speedway if it was fast. So he knows if he was walking, he has time to work with. Top mid smoked off, fading now. Rez is going to call this clear, and they are splitting up into the 1-1, but it's Boiler where the fight is. The timing, Hooksy with a massive shot.
What a shot! What a headshot, Rez. Quick to react, but not enough, and now we're just 10 HP. Hooksy's planted safe. Knows it was likely a B rotator, and now the engagement's being rushed. LNZ wants to close the gap. The call is made, he's low. Can he hold his nerve? The Swede has been great when it matters most. Has he got it in him? Hooksy does.
Nice.
LNZ saves the ninjas there.
Oh भाई.
Good effort from Hooksy. Again, looking for impact round.
Oh, being told where the AWP is, I think, right now. Looks like LNZ is just going to get the defuse on this one here. But this is the thing. This kid, right, this kid has come up from the academy team of NIP, right? And he's been good in the clutch. We've seen him over multiple events now.
मदर क्या हो रहा है मदर? ये हार्ट अटैक दिला रहे हैं मदर.
Situations like this, he seems pretty handy, right? And that's so much pressure right there. I mean, having to convert that 1-on-1.
Never mind that. Your major life is on the line, and you're asked to go aggressive banana, and you succeed on multiple occasions.
अरे मतलब इसका क्या आवाज कर रहा है भाई. इकोनॉमी एकदम पूरा भी वो है शैम्बल्स में पूरा. एक राउंड हारा ना तो फिर बहुत इश्यू हो जाएगा. इकोनॉमी फिर वापस अभी डाउनलोड हो चुका है. ये देखना इकोनॉमी नहीं है एनआईपी के पास. ये राउंड अगर जो जीता मतलब उसकी तरफ ये मैच चले जाएगा मान के चल. हाँ वही काफी सही खेला एम्पस. ये बहुत ही क्रंच राउंड है भाई. ये बहुत ज्यादा क्रंच राउंड है. ये सबसे ज्यादा दोनों के पास इकोनॉमी नहीं है. बट कोपेनहेगन फ्लिक्स का लॉस बोनस है.
Yeah, they just need to get another plant here, the Flames, to keep these gun rounds and keep this game threatening. But a smile on the face of Hampus there, so maybe the mood starting to lighten up a little bit as they keep this lead, and only just. Nikodos spots one crossing fast. Device posts up with his AWP, looking for a kill, looking for a fight, and if he steps much wider, he is going to get one. Thinks better of it for now and starts to drop on back, and a heavy rotation called early here.
Well, Yabi's just been given a real gift of early banana control. You can see Hampus is going to try and get some extra nades into the mix with Plopsky.
This early banana control, right, especially if these nades come out, they might do a lot of damage to this Yabi position, who is starting to drop back, and they're looking towards A quite swiftly here.
Haven't seen this yet. Smoked off, very good timing on that one. Rez has bought time. He's going to sweep mid with device.
क्या मस्त था ना उधर नेड एकदम मस्त वो जगलिंग टाइप का कर रहा था.
This is just to keep their feet planted on B right now because they were looking for an earlier timing, but that smoke has just stalled things out. So Yabi does a lot there, but it is going to be this A hit. They're going to waterfall out apartments with 2, Zyphon and Roy to open things up.
Can't flash. Oh, and another smoke. NIP, their utility usage has been on point, and there's still a lot more where that came from. Rez, if he only pulled the trigger, if he only knew. They're sitting there with knives out, and they do strafe out. Perfect pop. He's lost his vision. He's lost everything. He has no answers. They've walked past him, and Nikodos will catch him.
Fuck.
A big
Gayo bhai mother.
for a boost his device. He's tucked in now on library. And they've lost the sight,
They're
chat.
already considering the save.
That'll
That
do.
was called. As soon as you saw device, like, get away from that smoke, the save was called. The money's not there, right? Because this has been going so well for NIP, there's no loss bonus. It's 1,400 into the next round to play. They need all these guns. You can take a look yourself. Do the maths. What they have here.
यार लेकिन क्या किया भाई मतलब इतना क्लोज कैसे आ गया इतना सही जा रहा था
Over to Rez. So maybe, just maybe, a hunt could be on the cards. Yabi locking down Banana, making sure.
हाँ चांस तो है अभी भी
pushed on out.
लेकिन फालतू में इतना क्लोज आ गया
For the
मैच
Flames as well. It's not like they're flush for cash. It's not like they can risk too many bodies, but a rifle or two, if they take it away here, it is going to be worth its weight in gold. A coffin smoke.
Tuck in. The hunt is on. Yabi just trying to take a couple of rebuys, and they do get 2 frags. NIP left with not enough. 27, no, wait, 31 on the high end. Oh, that hurts.
That's crazy. How do they get 2 kills out of that? That is massive on the chase. That detail right there is huge. They would have had 4 rifles coming into this. They probably could have dropped the 5th.
It would probably have been a full buy. Exactly what I was going to say. Now look what they're left with.
Oh, that's completely changed the plans right here. Flames are in the perfect position to get the 14th.
Oh dear, 3 rounds away from the Copenhagen Flames putting that glass slipper on.
Well, you have to look to device now, right? He has the AWP. He can make the impact. He can make the difference. He needs to find an opener. He's going to get mollied out of position here.
Oh, and he pulls the trigger
That's
to
what they need.
perfection. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Need more. And that's the end of Plopsky.
Doesn't care.
That was one of the rifles. He's playing some seriously nonchalant Counter-Strike. That was hard to say. But this is even harder to play. Hampus, an opportunity goes awry. Roy did catch a bullet to the head, but it could have been more.
They're just going to slow this one down now. Flames, they now know there's a USP in play, right? They understand what the buy looks like on
देखो मतलब M4A1 का ये दिक्कत है
stalling this out, waiting for CT aggression. I almost feel like NIP have to go for a full-on gamble stack. Get the lion's share of your forces together here. The best thing you have to boast, other than that AWP on device, is the Deagle of Res.
भाई मॉली है क्या इनके पास एक मॉली है उनके पास न्यू बॉक्स मॉली करना भाई डार्क मॉली मत करना
Info, right? That's going to...
Bomb as well.
There's going to be a big question, right? Are they going to bait on in for that?
अरे यार रोटेशन आ गया उनका
It's mind games from both
GG
teams, and Copenhagen Flames, they're calling the bluff. You saw where we were going. We're coming back. The fight's coming your way towards A. Rez, this is your time. Deagle in hand in the back of the site.
He's been really struggling. Good on the Deagle.
He's heard this. He knows it's coming. He's getting wrapped on.
A lot of responsibility on the shoulders here. Rez to disrupt. Uncleared, uncleared. Oh, and they looked the wrong way. A big find. And 2 from the Deeg in the feed. That could be round winning. I think it is. There's no time to plant. Just survive. Nikodos not going to provide, and that will do nicely.
Mother! Let's go, mother!
He snatched that away. It was all on him. It was literally all on him. He was the only
भाई
island. He had to do exactly that. And the Flames, they're
यार थोड़ा शर्म कर लो NIP
not checking their corners, not clearing the site.
ढंग से खेलो बस बढ़िया चल रहा है
An easy 2 kills. You're not going to get
भाई
easier than that.
भाई easy लग रहा था मदर क्या हो गया ये
Kicking himself as well. He had a glance, and before he could even process the double take, Rez strikes, Hooksy distracted. Okay, 14 found, run boost across. No early blood, but Copenhagen Flames take the pace out of this a little.
You don't see them fumble too much, but that one right there is massive for them to drop a scenario like that. It was their round to lose, all things
After
considered.
the hunt, Chad, they couldn't build and convert. NIP closer now to wiping the slate clean. Hometown heroes with some aggression thrown into the mix. They have full banana supremacy.
Big nade again from Hampus. He's been doing a lot here. Look at that between 3. So much damage done.
Yeah, and he's at 27 frags, Chad, but that's 580 utility damage.
Oh.
Straight through the smoke. A second, potentially.
Bye.
Just about gets away with his walk key held.
They're going back to Plopsky. He's just jump peeking right now. Right, this low HP is massive problem. Time an issue again. About 45 seconds left on the clock, and sure, they forced them back, but NIP, they don't need to worry. They still have 2B.
They know Zyphon's the lurky boy. Still in the pack. Hampus is actually going for a fast flank, and Zyphon will be activated as well. This is a very fast flank. Nikodos unprepared, and Hampus has taken another round, secured it for the ball.
Mother! Yo, third map!
Loads.
Third map on the way, mother!
As well, NIP, they were really down in the dumps.
Oh, bhai.
CT recovery.
Yo, man, gajab.
Damage from Hampus as well. You wanted
Bhai.
numbers on that.
मतलब लिख के बताओ इस गेम में भाई रेज ने पूरा बचाया, नहीं तो आराम से 13-13 होता, उसके बाद फिर एक राउंड मतलब कुछ हो सकता था भाई. So 14-13 हो जाता.
The map where you expected to see it.
मतलब अभी तो अभी खत्म कर देना चाहिए, अब उसको और मौका नहीं देना चाहिए.
Is this where it ends? Will NIP take us to Ancient and a single map to determine who will be taking that last spot in the top 8 of the major? Pointing that way. Oh, and another contribution through the smoke. Plopsky is silenced. More to come though. Hampus tested in a big way.
Hampus! Hampus!
Right where it needed to be.
चलो, GG मदर.
Zyphon, it looks like the ninjas have done enough.
मुझे पता है आज लॉस हो गया था काफी ज्यादा, तो मैंने इस मैप पे ना जब पिस्टल जीता था ना, तो उसके बाद मैंने उसके ऊपर लगाया था, क्या बोलते हैं, एनआईपी पे. तो मैं जो 3K बचा हुआ था वो लगाया था, तो 3K का भी 6K हो गया भाई. मुझे बहुत खुशी हो गई, बहुत खुशी मिल गई. मेरा आज सारा लॉस रिकवर हो गया. एनआईपी अब हमेशा याद रखेगा ये, तुम हमको जिताया है. अबे
Device does not let this go. He's got full belt of util. He can smoke you off. And he will.
Here's the nade.
Bang. And the magic is secured. Device holds his nerve. For the
भाई
flames close. No cigars.
अबे तो रिएक्शन देगा उधर. सी कोपेन प्लेयर ऐसे रिएक्ट करे कि मैच ही हार गया, मतलब पूरा सीरीज हार गया ऐसा लग रहा था.
Maker because that game was in
भाई लेकिन मजा आया.
right there. That should have been their round. They should have been able to build on that, get themselves up to 14. But Rez, right, he didn't have a whole lot of kills, but that's impact late when they needed it.
That round with the Deagle.
Yeah, great stuff to Hampus as well. He had a banger of a game, and it all started with the 1-on-2 on the pistol round, right? So you have to look to Hampus, the in-game leader here, stepping up in a big way. Device continuing to just be that consistent force. But yeah, you have to look at that one round of Rez and just Hampus. Oh, LNZ and Banana, Plopsky and Banana, they were finding a lot of damage there on that CT side.
Yeah, but this only really sets the stage for what could be our best Ancient to date.
Yeah, this right today, everything is going to be on the lines. Flames have played this map actually quite a bit, and the same with NIP, right? It's a map that they were picking, so it's weird to not see them pick it going into this environment. We know that Hampus likes to just go B, right?
भाई
coming into the mix there, but they keep
पता है देख, अगर NIP पहुंच गया तो सोच रहा है भाई क्या मतलब हुआ. देख नावी, G2, हीरोइक, गैम्बिट पोजीशन कहाँ भाई, सब कहाँ है. हाँ ठीक है, नंबर 1, नंबर 2 वाइटलिटी, नंबर 3 पे, गैम्बिट 4 पे, हीरोइक 5, 6. ठीक है, ये दोनों तो फालतू टीम है. ठीक है, ये दोनों तो ऑलरेडी पहुंच गए. उसके अलावा कौन पहुंचा है? एक फ्यूरी और एक वीपी है. मतलब अगर एनआईवी पहुंच गया ना, टॉप 6 जो है वो तुम्हारे ऑलरेडी प्ले ऑफ में होंगे भाई. तो समझ रहा है कितना तगड़ा होगा. मतलब गजब मेजर होगा ये.
Nearly saw an upset, but Nip did it. They did win their map, but it was not very convincing, was it, guys? Where to begin? It just feels like you said, Janko. Like I think you've got it spot on. You said that they're good on this map. They can win this map. They've had some big wins, but there's always a caveat attached to those big wins, like when they beat Gambit and it was a meaningless game for the Russian team, or beating Astralis when we can see now they're already bust up and we're sort of hanging on to the team life. You know, they didn't make it through. So what was going wrong at the start for Nip?
I think just, you know, losing the second round, really. Like, that's the problem after winning Pistol. That was a Hampus clutch as well, 1v2 to get them over the line there. They lose the second round to Copenhagen Flames, and then it just spirals out of control. Their economy is not great. We saw a little bit of
मतलब NIP भी बस ये है कि NIP CT साइड पे स्टार्ट करने वाला है, तो NIP का CT मतलब बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है. तो अगर मैं भी बोल रहा हूँ एनआईपी ने अगर 9 या 10 राउंड निकाले तब एनआईपी निकालने का चांसेस पूरा है, लेकिन उससे कम हुआ तो फिर भाई मुश्किल है। एटलीस्ट 9 या 10 राउंड निकालना पड़ेगा एनआईपी को, ये है कि इसका भी बहुत अच्छा इंशेंट है कॉम्पोनेंट का। तो बेनिफिट ये है कि इसको सीटी साइड उसको फेवरेट साइड मिल रही है एनआईपी को, तो बस वही के 9 राउंड निकालना पड़ेगा, 9-10 राउंड। सो जब मैं भी सो ही जाऊंगा अभी 12 राउंड में, या फिर आराम से लेट के देखूंगा, मोबाइल पे देख लूंगा। देख भाई मजा आया भाई, ये मैप इन्फर्नो देखने में क्या मजा आ रहा है। 1-7 से हार रहा था एनआईपी, फिर उससे भाई 10-5, उसके बाद भाई क्या कमबैक हुआ है। हाँ चलो, गुड नाइट गुड नाइट, मैं भी निकलता ही हूँ। अगर एनआईपी जीता तो कल का दिन में मस्त जाएगा दिवाली। चलो गुड नाइट मतलब, आई बंदी करता हूँ।
Because you're feeling, that's really going to help you a 3-0 start on the team side to get to that magic number
Good night, good
16,
night.
but they first lose out in the
Let's
second round and
go.
early on, like LNZ were just getting entry kills.